Hello there, everybody, and welcome to some more Amnesia, which should be on screen any second now, I would hope. Give me a second. I would imagine. Any moment now. There we go. Let me just figure out my audio. Oh, really? Is that... Do I need to keep it that low? Because it felt really fucking loud, that little bit at the start. And we are continuing, of course, from right where we left off. Which was, we had to go to the... I forgot the name of the place. Hoping that's good enough, I don't know. Let's to mute a little bit to be better. Whatever, that's fine. So yeah, we were in this beautiful place, and we had to go this way, and then we were heading... Well, then we got to the machine room, and then we're heading down to the... dark... Yeah, prison. Now, real quickly, before we continue, I do want to check my brightness. I guess that's good, because that's barely visible. Yeah, I suppose that's good enough, I don't know. Let's head here. Now, I do know there were some encounters here, or at least one. To the storage. Yeah. Professor Tyler was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. I really don't remember what was that all about. I remember didn't even... what the hell? Why can I not mute myself? Oh, because I'm just fucking crushing, that's why. I'm gonna leave it respond, like I'm gonna click to... also the death count is still on screen, which definitely should not be. That's very fucking weird. Why is Amnesia randomly crushing? That shouldn't be a game that could be crushing. I can absolutely remove the death count. There we go. Yeah, I guess Amnesia's crushing, so gotta restart it again. I have no idea why. I did also try installing the new... I don't know if it's new. The... what was it called? The Opera GX browser, because I do know, like, I've heard about it a few times. It's like good for gaming, when whatever, and you know, I decided to give it a whirl. And I know it allows you to like limited usage on stuff, and maybe I'll have to do that. I mean, I don't imagine it's using any. I don't know, because there shouldn't be really anything that it's doing. But I don't know. Like, it shouldn't be doing anything right now. I'll have open is like I have my page on Twitter, so I don't forget to change my name back like when I'm not live, and also have my soundboard, which I never really use because I never remember to. I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't think anything else has changed for me to be crushing. Guess we'll see. If we crash again, it'll be an issue. Oh, one more thing. Keep remembering, I should probably fix my overlay to be, you know, centered as it should be, since there isn't really a reason for it to be brought down. Usually I'm doing it down for... He flips... That's GifanTheWoodElf. A book of monolithic magics continued 9 different kings from over Europe had him depicted within the orb, resting in their hands with their orb. With an orb. Okay, and yeah, we are now in storage. Which there is a developer message there. Darkness.
There's a lot of elements here working together. Not only does the player enter the darkest level yet, they'll also come up against a dark part of Daniel's memories. We've tried to have all aspects of the level work towards this goal. Hopefully it creates an oppressive and disturbing feel to it.
Okay. Jesus Christ, that fucking bag of potatoes scared the living, like, literally jumped into me and scared me. Equipment. You needed to do one way and then the other was like you needed to blow some shit up. But I think, if I remember correctly, there was an item here which we pick up and then that spawns a monster. I'm pretty... not sure, but decently positive. And I remember we were... Yep. That item, whatever it is. Which actually I dropped something in my memento. Find a key, then locks. Yeah, the darkness in storage feels strange and unnatural. Ooh. I remember when we were playing before, we set up like barricades like that, so the monster doesn't catch us. And like building up stuff like that. Light cannot also reduce loss of sanity caused by darkness. Wait, light? Yeah, I mean, but I don't know, whatever. Oh, and also gotta close. Well, I don't gotta, but it'll be useful to close the door, so when the monster comes, it's, you know, it will be slowed down by that. And now when I pick that up, I do remember the monster coming, yeah. I guess not breaking the door yet. You got a part of a broken handrail, which you need for something, I don't remember for what. It's not gonna come in here. I think it came in here. I could be wrong, of course, but... I do think that it came in this room. And we do have still the tense music. I'm running out of oil though, because I'm keeping my thing up all the time. Okay, I'm gonna try and leave, because I don't want to waste all my... Looks like we just have some scary music, nothing else though. I don't know what to do with that monster then. I really don't remember the details. I just remember that a monster came when we came here. Right, yeah, it's so fucking dark in here, it's ridiculously dark. So yeah, I guess that's the reason. Equipment. I'm guessing we gotta come here first. Oh, I do remember a monster. Well, I don't remember if it's here exactly. Oh. What's what? Who are you talking to, my guy? Okay, let's check the note. Okay, it's not a memory or anything. Alexander, I have prepared the explosives you need for clearing the flood. Oh, that's from Agrippa. That does remind me, I wanted to check the notes for a little refresher. I have prepared the hold on. You know what? I'm gonna, regarding explosive mixture, I'm gonna check it in a second first. How was your journal? Do want to have a very quick sort of refresher on everything. So we have the folklore, which tells us about the Brandenburg and disappearings, and then we find about the gatherers, which were the people like kidnapped or some shit like that, like soldiers which were disappearing, and also people being kidnapped. Then Agrippa disappears at the start of... Actually, no, that's... If it's the 30 Years' War, that's actually... in the... I already forgot the timeline, even though I have been keeping note to it. Then Agrippa comes in the early 16th century and he disappears. Then there's a fire at the late 16th century, which I was guessing, and I'm still guessing, that Alexander caused the fire, so he kills the inhabitants and then he can move in. Then obviously there's Wilhelm, which came to work for Alexander and kidnap people. However, Alexander ended up killing him. Now Alexander was trying different stuff in order to survive, or to whatever, to go home, go to his own planet, whatever the case may be. What was that again? Remember the details. Discovery. Russian woods. Oh yeah, that's from Agrippa. Yeah, which found the thingy and got like teleported. Oh. Right, yeah, so he got teleported, but then he never talked about it ever again after, like, he got teleported away. What was that again? That's from, yeah, that's when Alexander was testing out shit for, like, killing stuff. And then there's Daniel's backstory, of course. In Algeria, he found the orb, like, you know, they collapsed, he found the orb, whatever. Then he got home with the pieces. Then when everyone died, I think everyone disappeared or died, and they brought Daniel the remains from the professor, Heinrich or whatever. And Herbert, not Heinrich, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, Herbert is the guy. And yeah, he found out that apparently he had the orb, and also everyone's mood was changing and some shit. And then exactly when he did that, he managed to reconnect the orb. Then he came here, which we don't know yet, like to Alexander somehow, and then he needs to, like, you know, drank the mixture and, you know, told himself or me that I need to kill Alexander. Just a little bit of a memory refresh, I guess. I had to open my monster. Okay, and now let's get back to... I've prepared the explosives you need for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather brain servants in this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I've arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you're ready to go. Okay, so yeah, that's, I guess he tells us that here we have the... Jesus Christ, it's dark and... Is there anything around here? There's tinderbox, I guess. No, not a tinderbox. There's so many tinderboxes. Oh, I have 33 now. But the issue with them is that obviously I cannot light every single little spot I find. Oh, there's some laudanum. And another tinderbox. I know I could unmute myself as well before the thing. Feels like headache and slightly hit. Now I don't know if I should do that when I'm... I don't know. Here once, I don't know. That's not... Yeah, the lack of oil though. There's definitely a bit of a challenge here. Okay, so I have... Secondary? These are the 2 mixtures, I'm guessing. And there's a primary. Yep. Just lighting some... I don't know why, like, considering I don't really need to be standing on one spot for any reason at any point. So it's kind of pointless to be drill part. Hopefully it's not... So might can be combined and even draw and drop one into the other to tempo combine. Can someone live? We need to find all these parts. Okay. But yeah, I need to assemble a drill in order to build the thingy. Kind of remember that. I haven't... Have I gone? Oh yeah, I haven't gone here yet. Oop. Oh, some wind. Boop. Nice. We still have a slight headache, unfortunately. Yeah, there isn't too much of interest happening here, and unfortunately I cannot... Like, that's the issue with the oil, like... I would have no problem... Like, have a lot of tinderboxes, but... What of it when I can't even... Wait, that's secondary. I should probably use the other one first, maybe. Let's do the other one first, because that's secondary. Shouldn't really matter, I hope. I guess you need to linger here for a second. Might as well do that here. I don't really know what else to do. And then, boop. That's primary, right? Yeah, that's primary, which is primarium. Or I don't know if the last one is... I don't know. Partially filled pot. I didn't even read what it said. It's kind of forcing my camera at times. Explosive. Highly volatile mixture. Oh, now we gotta bring it the other way. Oh. What's going on? Anything interesting, or we just got freaked out for nothing? I'm just waiting for a second in case, you know, there's anything happening, but looks pretty empty and eventless thus far. Okay, that's this way. And then we have the other way. I guess it didn't even talk about that. You know what? Let me just...
Again, there's a lot of elements here working together. Not only does the player enter the darkest level yet, they'll also come up against a dark part of Daniel's memories. We've tried to have all aspects of the level work towards this goal. Hopefully it creates an oppressive and disturbing feel to it.
I did forget to do one thing, which was to start recording the game, because I did want to, on top of having the stream, have a little recording of it. Hopefully it doesn't further push stuff. But yeah, I wanted to have a recording because when I'm editing, it's much better to have it recorded. Not only is the quality a little bit better, but also the I can separate the audios. Now, yeah, so that's cool. Like, it shows again the parallel stuff, kind of like in the room. It was kind of destroyed. It was like his home, like his room, which was, you know, where he kind of lived in, and stuff was being broken apart. And meanwhile, in the memories, he was at his home, at his house, and then he was kind of getting all the messages and whatever, and was kind of getting some stuff. I don't know about falling apart, but whatever. And here, I guess we're gonna get some flashbacks to some dark times, and I don't know if we're gonna get notes, because at least thus far I'm not finding any. Oh, there's a note.
Please,
That would mean a flashback.
I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Yeah, we hear some more of Michael? Daniel's like backstory and whatever. And now obviously there's the thingy, the robo find a way to get through, which already I found the explosive, so yeah, I kind of already have that. But yeah, that there was already a thingy here. Can I go under the stairs? No, okay. And that's locked. Yep, remember that bit. I don't remember if there was a monster inside or what. Right, anyways. Explosive, plop it down here. And then I think the idea was to throw like a rock at it. Don't set too close when it goes off. Oop. Bang. And yeah, I think... Hey, I got crystal clear. I guess good timing since I'm about to get fucked by monsters, right? I think... Yeah, I'm pretty sure a monster comes out of here later. No. Okay, another one of those. From scare to plot point.
The hunted girl sequence was just another scare. But as the story took shape, it just became a great plot point, which was this is when Daniel snapped. He does all these weird and evil things, but he tells himself the ends justify the means. But when he finally kills the girl, he just can't make up excuses anymore, so he goes mad, and as a final attempt of saving himself, he drinks the amnesia potion. Of course, the player won't realize this as he encounters this first sequence, but it becomes clear when he finds the last diary pages explaining the situation, making it all come full circle.
Yeah, so again, that's a pretty cool way of... let me forget what I'm saying. Yeah, again, like the memories kind of showing Daniel's backstory, and it's cool because like that's the darkness of the area and the darkness of his like Daniel being dark and kidnapping people, and like I guess he's gonna murder her in the memories in a minute. And it kind of shows us like how he was like, you know, being evil and shit, and then eventually he's gonna like be like, oh shit, what have I done? I'm not evil. I shouldn't be doing that. Whatever the case whatever the goal may be, because obviously the line "the ends justify the means," which he was telling himself, but you know, at some point it's like, well, I mean, about that. How long can you keep telling yourself that? I even remember this little spot where I think I was hiding from monsters and shit. Though, like on the way back, I'm pretty sure pretty much now you're coming through, and then on the way back there's like monsters. I think 1 or 2 grunts, which I have to get around somehow. I thought it said something above. Okay, another.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Okay, that's all I guess. So they're like very fragmented memories, looks like. You only get a little bit of a thingy, but like again, I guess we're chaining her up or something. And yeah, she's like machine parts. She's not like machine parts. She's like, dude, why? Come on, why are you doing this? Come on, you don't be so evil. Food parts, machine parts. What are you keeping them at the same fucking space? I'm not sure if I remember, but well, I'm not sure if I remember correctly. But I do have some memories that there's some Pegas. I do have some memories that in the next room there was a monster. I guess I have to check, right? I'm pretty sure in that room there was like a monster or some shit. I'm gonna check in just a second. Let me kind of look around this a bit first, and before proceeding down there, we're gonna check again for anything on this side between the boxes or anything. Yep. Oil. Oh, it was good. Oh, it's much more important than tinder boxes because I feel like I have more than enough tinder boxes, but oil is a bit of a... I thought I saw something, that's why I... Okay, cool. But oil definitely is like running out. We have only 5 and that's effectively empty. I don't want to keep it too high in case I found those barrels of oil, you know. Get it back, but yeah, for now. And of course I got scared. Yep. I don't know if I should be hiding in the light, but also don't want to get madness or, you know, scared. So, hopefully it doesn't come this way, or... Yeah, I'm gonna chill here for a minute. If I hear it nearby, I'm gonna run to the corner there. Or something. I guess behind the barrels? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I guess I can come out now. I cannot spend 20 minutes just hiding. Okay, so it didn't come out. Okay, now it's coming out again. Are you gonna actually come out or what? Because like, okay, you know what? Let's build ourselves a little hiding spot here. Oh, good thing I started. Okay, so I guess how it was even on top of everything is more hidden, I guess. So it's kinda almost more like, you know, you should check harder, which I do check pretty well, I think, but I guess I don't check well enough. I don't know. Now, if this guy's gonna come out, I want him to come out because I want to load the room if there's anything in there. Come on, are you gonna come out or you're just hitting the door for no reason whatsoever? I'm trying to get him to come out, but also I don't want him to kill me. So I'm kind of doing some very... Is this empty? Nope, no, it's not, no, it's not. There's definitely a monster in there. Except he's not coming out at all, huh? Like, whatever I do, he's not coming out. I could try freeing him if I want to load the room so badly, but I guess you just shouldn't load the room. Alternatively, I could try... He's coming out now. Alternatively, I could block the room, see if that prevents him from coming out later. Because he's just hitting it, but he doesn't seem to be doing shit. Unless he later breaks it, I don't know. But for now, he's literally just hitting it without doing anything. I don't know if I block it, if he's gonna be unable to come out. I think, am I considered in combat? There is music like as if I'm in combat. I mean, if he's gonna come out of here, I guess you shouldn't allow it to come out of here. Hopefully there's nothing inside, of course. Or if he comes out, I'm gonna check inside when I'm coming back, we'll see. Yeah. Just let him do his thing. I am in combat, I don't think... Yeah, I'm still not getting scared. Whoop. Flashback time. And yeah, I guess here is where Daniel ended up killing her. Usually I would refill my drink, if like my water, if it's almost empty, but that's like what's it called, like spring or mineral, I don't know what it's called, but it's like not... Okay, that's where the end... Yeah. Holy... Okay, it's raining blood. There are fans out here. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know if anything will happen. Oh, there are some pieces. And note. I do remember where there was a monster at some point very, very close to now. And I do remember I was again blocking myself off in this little corner to hide and shit. No monsters I don't think are that scary actually. Like, you can generally outrun them without too big of a worry. Okay, let's grab the items. First note, I guess. It's a full set of 3 rods. If a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there is 1 rod in the inner storage rooms which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it's absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in the storage room before using a mended one. I mean, yeah, but I already... Does he come in here? Is something I'm unsure of. Because I don't think he's coming in here. I hear hitting of walls, but it was coming from the other way. I'm guessing... Yeah, my headphones are on the... I was like, I'm hoping my headphones are on the other way around, but no, they aren't. Because imagine if I had my headphones the wrong way around, and that's why I'm also... Here's like... Like, the sounds are coming from there. Maybe that's the room I was blocking. Yeah, I guess this way is the room that I was blocking him in, right? Still on the slight headache, surprisingly enough. Him freaking through all that shit. But yeah, I guess he kinda killed the girl here, and he's kinda shit. I've done bad. I think he even comes up to here, him being the monster. Or is there a good way to go about this other than just to hope? Let's see. Oh, there he is. There he is. Did he see? No way, he saw me. Come on. I just beat him for a second. No way, he saw me, right? Come on. If he comes this way, I'm hoping he's gonna move on down there and I can sneak up behind him. Come on. Fuck. Excuse me. I'm a one-shot? Move carefully. Yeah, I'm working on it. Huh. Well, first of all, okay, so it almost clicked the death counter. I'm guessing it saved when I was in the room in the end, right? Yeah, and I have the things. So, how do I go about this then? Motherfucker! Okay. I don't know if it saw me well enough to come in. I don't think it saw me, just kind of got a glimpse, so I think it's not gonna come in. Okay, see it over there, moving around. It moved to the right. It's not moving over to the left. What? Why are you seeing me? I don't... That doesn't make sense. Like, how is it seeing me randomly? Now, obviously, it could have went away and I wouldn't know. I kind of want to try and follow it if I can. That's why I'm being so risky here. No, it's still in this room, clearly. Oh, now he's leaving. Come on. I see one looking. I'm not scary. Come on, nothing scary there. I'm pretty sure it's left. However, it is very near to here, I'm sure. Ideally, I want to try following it. There we go, there it is. Following in... Fuck, I shouldn't be looking at it because that scares me, but also... Fuck, also I should be... I am literally freaking out right now. Come on, where is it? Which way does it go? Is it? I don't see it. Where did it go? Which side is it on? Am I... What? Where did it go? What the fuck? So it came out of here, no problem, I guess. I guess he had absolutely no issues getting out of this room. I have no idea where did it go, though. Like, he just poofed out. Okay. I wanted like to see it go on one side and I'll be like, okay, I'll go on the other side and kind of go around it, but that clearly ain't fucking happening because it's fucking nowhere to be found. You sure? Did I listen to that already? Yeah, I did.
Was just another scare. But as the story took
Oh,
shape,
well,
it
guess we're listening to that
became a great
instead of being scared,
which
because
was
I didn't realize we already listened to that.
He does all these weird and evil things, but he tells himself the ends justify the means. But when he finally
I don't think I'm really hidden here, unless it comes from this way, of course.
anymore, so he goes mad, and as a final attempt of saving himself,
Can I walk normally with a rock in hand?
of course the player won't realize this
Yeah.
as he encounters
I
this,
think you can throw a
but
rock
sequence
on it to stagger it or whatever.
when he finds the last diary pages
Oh.
explaining the situation, making it all come
Run.
full circle.
I'm gonna try hiding in here. Hopefully I can hide in here. Guess shouldn't be. But I need to know where it's gone, where it comes in at least when it goes or some shit, I don't know. Cause I'm freaking out. Holy shit, I'm freaking out a lot. I cannot fix that. Fuck. Oh boy. I don't know what to do cause obviously there are monsters. Fuck. Okay, I don't think it saw me, even though I had my light out. Don't breathe. Okay, quiet now, Daniel. Fuck, it's going back that way? Really? God dang it, I was hoping he's gonna go some other way, you know? Yeah, even my like, if I click something, it takes me so long to respawn because of my being so freaked out. Well, not like I have much of a choice. I don't know... Oh, it stopped there. Does it come back again? Jesus fucking Christ. I could try hiding in here or some shit and sneaking behind, but that's assuming it passes behind me and it does turn around, which I feel like... Okay, it stopped there. It didn't stop here apparently. Maybe there's like a corner here I can hide. Maybe some, I don't know, something like that. I know it's not the best time to be building those, but when I don't know, yeah, that's not gonna work. He definitely can. He's gonna see me from the front. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Where is he? Should be somewhere around here, I think. I don't see him, I'm just gonna make a run for it and hope. I don't see him anywhere, so I guess just boat it. Okay, sure, that worked. I'm trying to think of all those complex plans and it just was nowhere to be found. So William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. And now I think shadow is gonna come out. When that thing said about that shadow. Pretty sure now the shadow is gonna take everything. Oh, he's coming out this way first. Now, it would be really nice if I could calm down a bit, because I don't think I can really do anything if I cannot even control it. Like, come on, that's a little bit too ridiculous. So I'm hoping at least I can get fixed to, you know, at least not a triple dot case, because... Oh boy, am I freaking out. Yeah, there's blood here. Cool stuff. Can I... Oh, there's even a body. Okay, I'm guessing that freaks me out even further, so... Let's just pretend we don't see that for a second. And just breathe in, breathe out. Come on, Danya, breathe. We need to be calm, otherwise we're never gonna get out of here, right? Come on, we need to stay calm. So breathe in, breathe out. There you go. But yeah, that's a cool way. Like, I guess, yeah, we can't really tell much. I'm obviously coming in here with the prior knowledge of playing the game before. But, like, we do see in the flashbacks how, like, he, I guess, took the girl... I guess he wasn't the one who kidnapped her, I don't think. He was doing that, but he was, you know, whatever, torturing her or some shit. And I guess he killed her in the end. And it's kind of like, dude, that's not cool. I shouldn't be doing that. It's not helping, though, unfortunately, which sucks quite a bit, because... Okay, now at least I can see normally. But unfortunately, seeing normally ain't quite enough, I don't think. But come on, open up, please. I did listen to that at one point. Yeah, that they like wanted the elevator to look like something from a different time. Can you fucking count down for a sec? Jesus Christ. Machine room, yeah, I need the key. To get the elevator working. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. Phew, Jesus Christ, this fucking game is freaking me out. I mean, I know that's the point, but... Okay. More of contrast.
This is another one of those
On.
contrast levels. This time calming the player down for what will happen once the elevator is finally running. The map is still dark though, giving a bit of foreboding for what is about to happen.
Okay, yeah, so again, like it's just a place where it's still meant as a freaky moment. Where...
Something is wrong. Oh, so wrong.
Okay, that was us, I'm pretty sure. Is that when after we killed the girl, being like, ah, fuck you, we shouldn't be doing that, that's definitely... Oh, there's these things, which I don't remember what it is. Like, there was something I knew about them, but... Oh, another one. Come on, get up. Come, just fucking move out of it. There we go. Oh, there we go. We calmed down a little bit at least. Okay, note.
5th of July, 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks.
The music though.
Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Right, so that's, wait, 5th of June. I think that's like a week or something like that after the previous one. Let's see. Oh no, that's the next day. Shit. I thought these were at, I guess I've been confusing them with these ones, which are the 25th of June, I mean. Oh, that's actually 2nd of July. Wait, no, yeah. So yeah, these are in June. So, Okay, let's see. So obviously he got the thing here, and then there was the bit where is it? He talked to the person. Or I think it's this one maybe. No, it's this one I think. Yeah, he went to talk to William Smith in the return after he came back. That's on 25th of June, so it is like a week after that, but I was thinking it's a week after that, whatever. Then he got like the letter, then he got the notes of the guy who were like recovered Danio and whatever, which was like dryly. And yeah, obviously like it was an hour that he was in, even though he thought it was much less. I'm kind of repeating stuff that I've tested before, just kind of, solidifying them. And then obviously he got the revelation. Also here he found that he also had an orb apparently, even though he thought he had. Daniel, I keep on calling him Michael for some reason. Daniel thought he himself had the orb, so it was like, what the fuck? How would both of us have the orb? And then he managed to fix it. And then Herbert, that's the guy who led the expedition, and picked up an address book. Subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect of the prevalent trace they had left now culture. So yeah, about orbs being like something very, I guess in the culture they are very like, I don't know, a thing, and like kind of because the sun is an orb, maybe, I don't know. But orbs appear a lot in, I guess, a lot of things. And then he found out that Sir William Smith was killed. It does even say killed. He didn't die, he was killed. And obviously that's the guy he went to about, a week or 2 weeks prior to now, which is pretty fucking, like, what the fuck. Like, I talked to this guy and now he's dead. Like, that's kind of, seems too weird to be a coincidence. Or I guess he doesn't say that yet. Like, he doesn't know yet. He just thinks it's unrelated. He doesn't think it's too weird to be a coincidence. But then later on he finds that out. Okay, so we do have some diaries here. That's good. Now I do have something about that. I don't know if I should do it right now. Notes. I have that. This one. 8 up, 8 down. Follow set Trinity. 4-phase steam flow cycle. I don't know. I don't know if the order matters or what. Adjust the levers to get right amount of pressure inside a chamber. The meter should read 8 up, 8 down. So I guess do some math here. 8 up, 8 down. There's 6, 8, that is 8. And the rest are... No, that's too much. That's way too much. Unless we can have neutral ones. Because then I could do... That is 3, 3 and 2 is 8. And then 6 and 2 is 8, but... Okay. The flow is even and stable. Okay, there we go. So that is what we're supposed to do. Even though I don't see how that makes any sense for you to need to do a puzzle to work a normal elevator. Again, that's one of the things that I'm gonna... Even though obviously in-game it makes sense. Like out of game, why would you need to do that in order to have an elevator to run? Like, it's just inconvenient, Becoming the plumber.
When I first saw the concept art for this level, I was pretty happy because I think it looked very interesting with all the pipes coming from random places and going throughout the level. But I was also a little bit worried because it looked so time consuming to create all the pieces and placing them in the level. In the end, I was right about that because it did take a lot of time to make everything fit together. But I also think it was worth it because it's a very interesting looking level, and we also use the same pipe system for other levels. As for all the pipes in this level, I modeled and textured them in Maya. I think there are 26 different pieces of pipes that I made. I had to import the wall pieces used in this level into Maya as well, and make a temporary little map to check the pipes were correct length and all. I also had to make sure all the pipes snap and align well at 0.25 meters in every axis, otherwise placing all the pipes in the level would be nearly impossible. as for creating the texture for the pipes, it was pretty easy because I went with a simple kind of rusty metal
Rusted iron.
and when that was done, I started with the pipe work in the level. As you can see, there are a lot of pipes in this level. After this map was done, you could say I pretty much became the plumber of the team. And for some reason, I got most of the pipe-related levels scheduled to me.
So I guess he needed to like snap the pipes together. And obviously like he needed a bunch of different pieces. Like, I don't know, maybe these two pieces are the same because it's kind of a corner pipe. But obviously there are a lot of, like, there are these pieces here. There are some smaller, pretty sure that's much smaller than these ones. This one is bigger, for example. There are some straight ones. I don't know if this, I don't think it's necessarily the same piece. Because kind of, you can see there's an edge here which kind of looks rough. Guessing this one pipe and then this is maybe the same model of a different pipe. I don't know. Is it the same texture? I don't think it is, although I don't know. Shut up. But yeah, and he needed like the entire map of the level in order to kind of measure them and make sure everything fits. Yeah, so you know everything goes. It doesn't like, you know, because he didn't have the size of the level, he couldn't exactly figure everything out. No, I'm not sure. He said like they needed to fit like 0.25 meters. Now that's 25 centimeters, which I don't think that's enough. Like maybe it's like 0.25 millimeters or some, or meter or centimeters, so like 22.5 millimeters that it needed to like fit into the, like they need to be close enough to fitting so it makes sense how they, you know, come together, snapping into each other. Obviously you can see the little difference of the, you can see the little difference of the two textures here, the two different pipes. You know, there are some wild ones like that, like look at that. I wonder if that's in-game, if they did it intentionally to kind of look like when they were building this, they didn't exactly calculate it and then they needed to do like some weird shit like that. Or is it when they were writing it, they didn't actually figure it out themselves. I'm guessing it's the second one. I feel like it's gotta be the second one, but I don't know. Just go away, don't walk on my face, you. This guy. Go, shoo, go away. Get, can you stop crawling on me? What the fuck? Oh.
14th of July, 1839. I've read every
More a week later?
on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia.
Alexander.
He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander. What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Okay, yeah, so we finally, for the first time in the backstory of Daniel, we hear about Alexander. Oh. Oh, the rods. Wait, what? Is there no light? There we go. Alright, yeah, so that's the first time in the backstory that we hear about Alexander, obviously. And let me see the exact dates again, obviously, but that's like a week later. Yeah, 5th, even more than a week. Yeah, well, no, actually, 5th. Yeah, more than a week. So 14th, that's 9 days, so a week and a couple of days. And obviously for those week and a couple of days, he sent messages to a lot of people. Now, I just want to see when was the current time again. Oops. August, so this one is from June? No, July, hold on. 19th of August, 39. 14th of July. So it's only a month. That I find it so wild how little. I always thought much more time has passed. Now he still doesn't even know that he's gonna go to Alexander, and in month and 5 days he's gonna go to him, work with him, for him, whatever. Then he's gonna decide to betray him, and then he's gonna do that. It's, I don't know, I find it so wild that it only takes so little time in between those events. I always thought he worked with Alexander for months upon months at least, but no, it's been like less than a month probably, unless he went to him in 5 days from now, from that message. So obviously he keeps doing research to figure it out, and a lot of it is bullshit. Eventually he does, no. Does he actually find anything? No, he actually doesn't find really anything too interesting. He does send a lot of letters to a bunch of people, Herbert's connections. And clearly there were some that were at least mildly useful, some were completely useless, clearly. But I don't know if that's necessarily one of the contacts that he had, but obviously he got a message from Alexander. And he didn't, like, I guess he didn't talk about anything else other than just, I know, I can protect, like, he obviously it's short, but it's to the point, and he knows it will pique Daniel's interest. Like, Alexander knows that Daniel would doubt what's happening, is gonna, like, even something short like that would definitely pique his interest, especially maybe if it's short like that. And I know, meaning he probably knows about the orb and the shadow, even though Daniel doesn't know about it yet. I can protect you, which, again, Daniel doesn't yet know he's being haunted, and then tells him the location, obviously, Brandenburg Castle. And that's where, like, Daniel's response, like, protect me from what? Is someone after me? He doesn't know it's a shadow, he just, well, he finally thinks that maybe someone is after him, not something, someone. And then obviously he looked up Brandenburg, he googled it in the early 19th century. He did a little Google search to find where Brandenburg is. Now obviously I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we know where Daniel is from. He's from London, which I guess is not crazy far away from Prussia. Prussia is like to the, I think to the northwest from Germany, or some shit. I think when I looked it up, I think it's currently in like Russia's territory, but not the main bit of Russia. It's like a little separated piece of Russia that's like passed after some, I don't know, some other land. At least when I looked on Google Maps, I suck at geography, so yeah. It's I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere like in Russia's territory. The Baltic Sea, I actually don't know where is the Baltic Sea. I mean, the least informative, because he barely says anything. It's definitely the most like piquing your interest and distress and interest. Yeah, exactly. And we also read about him having nightmares, which sound close to him. Define descriptions like a weird voice sound of the void that's calling him, and he has said it like a repeating nightmare that he cannot sleep from, and he's gonna visit his physician to talk to him and maybe help him get some sleep, because he's sleep deprived a wee bit. Right, there are the rods here, which I guess I can plop, and also I think I gotta bring that all the way to the bottom if I remember correctly to get that to work. So, was there even one up above? You know what? Let me. Oh, there's one here. There's probably the two. I don't know. I don't think there are any monsters in this level. Pretty sure there are no monsters. It's just like scary sounds and whatever. Yeah, it is decently bright at least, so I don't have to be so worried about. I love how, yeah, you can see the thing is a little bit glowing more than anything else, so kind of a little bit pop out. Nothing that it will entirely like drag your attention to it, and not as much as the. Wait, wasn't there a note that I saw somewhere and I didn't read it, or am I misremembering? Maybe on this. Oh yeah, there it is. I know this one. I knew this one was a note and not a diary. There are only 2 spare rods left in storage. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study room in case all 3 would crack again. Cool. Let's see the rods. Wooden metal flow psycho rod. 4-phase. Metal, wood, and metal. Trinity, yeah. I mean, for Psycho is the circle, for Psycho is the square, and then the triangle is the Trinity. Cool. But I don't think we're gonna get any negative effects from doing those. Also, all rollers in place. Perfect. And this obviously gotta go down, so let's just check him down the street. Stop making sounds, fucking pipes. Why do you sound like the monsters? That makes no sense. Unless the monsters are fake, and well, that's possible that the monsters actually don't look. I know they're not fake, like they're actual people that are, you know, the monsters somehow, but there are people that are the monsters, but also. Can I get some light in here? There we go. It's kind of dark. Oh, and there's gotta be the last diary from this level.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
There we go. That's a bit of a shorter note, but we do find that he finally finds out, like he finally confirms. Danny was like, that's like what, 4 days, 5 days? 14th, so yeah, 3 days actually. 3 days after the last note. 3 days after the last note, now he's also his doctor is dead. Taylor, was that the one that helped, the one from here? No, the one from here? Yeah. So obviously first he went to, oh, that's Herbert, which we don't really know about him now. They're all dead, limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I don't know what that means. Like, is it if their skin is flayed? No, I guess, yeah, never mind. I don't know what that means. Like, were they all like with severed limbs and heads split and, you know, flayed skin, or is it like his imagination, or like, I don't know what this line means. Are they like literally all being murdered in that horrible way, or is there something else there? And then he realizes that like he's definitely something following him, because Sir William Smith, the first one who asked about the orb, is dead. Then he talked to Taylor about the orbs again. He also died. And then Dr. Tate. I guess we didn't know about Taylor or Tate until this message. But clearly 2 days or even less, because here he says he will visit Tate. So that's like 3 days later after he wrote, so maybe he came, let's say, the next day, so 2 days after, or he finds out that he is dead. And then he finds out that he's following him and obviously is killing the people who he interacts with. And he finds out it's something from Africa. And then obviously he decides to trust Alexander, which, I mean, it makes sense. And yeah, he better know what he claims, because if he's wrong, he will regret it as well, because obviously he'll be coming for him. Now, I guess we don't know yet why Alexander... One, why does he need Daniel, and why does... I think he needed the orb or some shit, but I don't really remember the details. Yeah, if he's wrong, he'll regret it, which we understand what that means. That, you know, if Alexander turns out to actually not be able to keep himself alive, also both him and Daniel are fucking fucked. Anything... some more would be nice. Even if this place doesn't necessarily force me to use too much, I still would quite appreciate to have some, you know. Because I would like to... yeah, I should be looking between boxes all the time and shit, because clear that does... oh, hey, nice. How much do I have? Yeah, it's like half of a... it's half of a oil, you know, an oil pot, whatever it's called. I guess should also be even moving those in case there's something behind them, because you'll never know. Okay, doesn't look like it. Now I don't know that I needed coal for the thingy. I don't remember how much. I think I needed like 3 or 4, probably 3, but I'm gonna grab 4 because I mean it's probably gonna be the rule of 3, right? But in case I'm wrong, is there no light around here? I don't want to be wasting my thingy if I can avoid it. Burner's now full of coal, perfect. So I didn't need 3 because of course the rule of 3 is always a thing. I missed. There we go. Oh boy. Why is that not interesting? Oh, do I need... Oh, I need to pull that, but I need to probably get the thingies in place. For a return... Yep. It needs some work. They don't say in detail, like, exactly what needs to happen. Are they different? Or... I think they are, yeah. Wait. 5... Oh no, they're the same, I think. Oh, it even says it doesn't fit, so I guess I just try until it fits. Okay. It kind of fades through the item, through the walls there, but okay. Okay, well, that was, I guess, all we're gonna get in terms of brightness, so I think the shadow is gonna start coming for us, so let me just try and outrun it if I can. At least, why does the shadow bring rocket with it? Ow, fucking wank. Our wound is bleeding quite badly, so I think it's about time. Also, it only, like, improves my state by 1 state, huh? So I guess should be keeping myself to always good, I think. Stop doing that! You fucking shadow thing. I don't know if I can avoid getting bitch slapped by it. Backhoe. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through a broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Still, I don't know what the loading screen story is telling. I think it's still related to possibly Danya or something like that. There's blood. Okay. Cool, I guess. Not really cool, but like, okay. Okay, I guess. That's what I should say. Okay, still a slight headache. That's good. Hopefully... I mean, I know we're gonna get in a lot of trouble. There are 2 consecutive prison levels. Which, oh boy, am I not looking forward to. The adventure frightened him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. That's the letter from the guy, right?
This elevator ride is actually constructed like one at a Swedish theme park. It's not the elevator that moves, but the wall.
But the walls, yeah.
I assume movies use the same trick a lot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a little bit... Whoop. That's easier to program. That way you have to move on. Whoa, we're about to die. Yeah, it's just shaking us, like she's giving us the shake screen thingy, but actually it's just it's moving the wall in front of us instead of us. The servants avoided him, yet he knew that they were there. They all smelled of spiced wine, a mystic scent premated by clove and sage. Yep, and there is the... Now on the first level. Phew. Okay, cool. But yeah, obviously it's easier to program to just do it like that. You know what? I think with the end of this level it's good to take a short break. So let's go again. How is my sanity? Because I did get a flush. Still just slight headache, so I guess use that, like use whoever I can just to stay in the light while I'm resting. So yeah, let's take a bit of a bathroom break. So if you need to grab a snack, if you need to refill your drink, if you need to go to the bathroom, make sure to go ahead and do that now. If not, hang around. I'll be right back in about 3-ish minutes. Boop. welcome back everybody. When I put my headphones on, there was some screaming in the background. Now there's, I don't know, I'm thinking if I wanna check how long I kinda wanna know how can I separate my streams into length. So I kinda wanna know how long the game is, and even though I kinda can check that easily, what I cannot do is I want to see all the area list, and hopefully that will help me kind of figure out how long it is. So hopefully I don't get too many spoilers or anything like that. Areas. So I'm gonna look at all the areas, and again, it's not really spoilers since I've played it, but as much as I remember, I guess. Rainy Hall, Old Archives, Entrance Hall, then Wine Cellar, Laboratory Archives. So 6 Refinery, Cellar Archives, Archive Tunnels, Back Hall, Study, Guest Room, Machine Room, Storage, Elevator. I mean, Elevator is 1. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna count the elevator. Is it 14? Yeah, I think so. Then 2 prisons, Cistern, then some Cistern more control room, Sewer, Nave, Sales or some shit. Okay. So yeah, now I did remember of the morgue and all that stuff. So I guess it's after a prison, huh? The cistern and the morgue is after a prison. Then we have the sewer, which is between, I guess these are the hubs, right? We just did the 6. So I guess we are about halfway. So I guess we can definitely complete it in 3 streams. Yeah, okay. So after we do the prison, and then depending how much we do today, of course, either we can start with the cistern or not. And I don't remember when do we get introduced to the second monster, which is the brute. I guess I can be showing you what I'm looking at. And when we get introduced to the second monster, and the brute, at least in the cistern, maybe even in the prison, I don't remember. And there's the second hub, which then I'm trying not to look at those because I don't know, maybe they say if there's monster or something, and I don't want to remind myself that if I'm not gonna remember anyways. Then the sewer I know had a monster, and then we have Nave, which I think is the beast crossing, which lets the sailor get killed and kidnapped too, or whatever. The fucking that place. Oh boy, I remember that. I don't know what that is. The chancel, I can't remember what is that either. And then Inner Sanctum is the ending, and the Orb Chamber. These are the ending bits. Okay, it's fuck. I kind of saw it. That S means safe, but yeah, let's just bring back that. Let me just okay. Just had a little quick check if anyone has, written anything important in Facebook. Well,
come this way. What was that? Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
There's obviously memories when he first came here. We're getting obviously different sets of memories. We get some memories when he was coming in and talking with Alexander, and then we get for example in the storage, we got memories from him when he was already working for him. So that's also pretty cool, the way it's shown. Obviously now everything is collapsed. I think it just now collapsed when we are coming down, right? Because the elevator broke. Mark Nikander, the dungeon-based set.
The second chapter introduces the dungeon-based set. It was designed to look older and more worn than the castle-based set. It's supposed to show the original pieces of the castle that hasn't been rebuilt over time like the newer areas. The original pieces for the set were a bit blocky due to the tiling, but as the special pieces were added, you could start to build more varied levels. In the final game, we're using the dungeon-based set for prisons, shrines, and sewers.
Okay, yeah, so we get, I guess you can easily see here, some place where this, more rougher, I think, although I don't really remember what was it in the other bit of the game, but, yeah. And I think that's, I guess the previous areas also had true monsters, but this, an area where you can really have issues with monsters if you're not careful, because they are, how do I put this, they are, I guess everywhere in a way, they're kinda through the halls, walking all the time, patrolling. Not as scripted, I suppose. And they're kind of mostly just walking around everywhere. Right, yeah, so... Oh boy. Is that a... Is this a memory? Is this something happening right now? Alexander is fucking freaking... I mean, Daniel is already freaking out like crazy. The danger is real.
Previously in the game, it has been all about events in the past, but with these prison levels, we wanted to bring it to the present, and many events experienced are happening here and now. An example of this is a prisoner being dragged off at the start of the level. Here also starts the most encounter-intense part of the game, and we were a bit unsure on how much enemies we could add. We added what we thought was enough, but after some testing and feedback, we decided to add even more. The amount of encounters experienced depends a bit on how you play the level, but hopefully you should feel constantly oppressed. Since this was the last level that this enemy has a greater part in, we did not fear overusing it either, so I think the amount of enemies here is pretty nice.
Oh, we're gonna have too many enemies. But yeah, I guess so. The scream at the start was actually happening like some prisoner was still alive and was getting dragged away, which is interesting because we don't really see anyone else being alive, right? We only see, you know. I just went this way for no particular reason or anything. Just kind of felt like this way was the way to go. Is that a mice? Oh, there's a rat here? Okay, so that's the dead end in this path. Good to know. I like dead ends. They mean that there's no reason to ever come back here, so... Thus far at least, we are still just going in one direction, so that's great. Okay, now I have to pass. Again, take the... not the forward one, I guess. Oh, hammer. That is clearly a key item. I don't know if they're how scripted are monsters. Oh, shit. Well, hopefully no one comes in here. Just gonna chill like that. Keep an eye on the door, make sure I turn my back if he comes somewhere that I can see him. Also, stone hammer, okay, nothing too interesting. I guess a lot of the game is actually meant to be played like you're meant to be freaking out for a lot of the game. Instead of just, like you're not meant to play this like correctly and not freak out. And then only when you mess up you start getting... freaking out. No, you just are freaking out from some of it and there's not much you can do, really. I don't see anyone right now. It's also the worst that I cannot turn quickly because my camera is moving very like slowly and whatever. Because I'm freaking out still. Well, great. It's very good. Oh, there's no like light in any of the caves either now, so... Okay, at least now I can control my camera normally. Now that was the side path. This is locked, this is locked. I don't imagine I can like hit it with a dead or something, right? I'm hearing fucking monsters everywhere though, that's all I can hear. I don't think I wrote anything down, no. So we do have a locked door here, all the way back, which I'm guessing we probably need a key or something for. And we have the other path up the stairs, which I'm trying to count down a little bit if I can, at least back to Hades pounding before going out. So I'm gonna just chill here, look at that torch for a minute. Look at the flames, breathe in, count to 3, breathe out. And hopefully it at least gives us the back to Hades pounding, because exploring like that would be a mess. Just I wasn't gonna give it like a minute and then I'm gonna linger for 20 minutes just for it to raise up. I remember when I was playing this at one point, I always wanted to have my sanity up, so it kinda always... So is this more screaming right now, huh? Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna ever happen though. I don't know, I heard movement, but I don't think that's... I think that's kind of script, like, you know, you're kind of hearing it. I do have a bit of a memory of a monster being right up here. Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna run in here because there's a light and I'm hoping it's not gonna come and explore. I thought he would calm down because my screen calmed down for a sec. Okay. That was fun. I don't know if it's coming this way. I don't know if it's gonna pass us. If it's past, it doesn't really have anywhere to go, to be fair, so... I don't know. Let's try again going this way, I guess. So we have, before the stairs, a possibility to go cell area 2, okay. Okay, it's going this way, so I'm gonna go the other way. So I have, so, before stairs we can go left for a locked door. After stairs we can go right for we don't know what yet. Locked, however, the lock is very corroded and weak. And that forces us to write something. Okay, so that's, so forward from the stairs is a very weak door apparently. And we're getting some memories.
Where did she go?
I won't tell. I'll never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling what horrors await down there.
I think that was Alexander, right? And he was asking like a person, maybe a mother, where her child is or where a girl is, who has ran away or some shit, and meanwhile she's not telling because I guess she knows that she cannot trust him, because yeah, I mean he is not to be trusted. Now I think I can combine those to become a hammer and chisel. I just want to check something before I do that. Can I use a hammer on that? I'm here. I can. The moon is cold, but there is nothing else. I mean, I got some, barrels and shit. A barrel of a little bit of oil. That's about it, though. So, unfortunately, we gotta keep going this way. I think it goes in a full circle at some point, so... I think the monster is kind of going itself in... I think it just got a glimpse of me. I don't know what I might do with it, though. Comes in the room, I'm fucked. I don't think that's gonna be enough of a blockage. Come on. Fuck. Yeah, I think it saw me. It was coming from the same direction I was coming from. I just didn't look that way. At least that's how the sound sounded like. I'm pretty sure it came from like the same direction as me, kind of behind me. And that's why I didn't see it. I'm gonna hope it's gone, because... Okay, it's not here right now.
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
Gabriel.
No, you come too.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider. Someone is coming. Hurry. I'll cover the hole with a bed. Everything will be fine. I promise you.
Yeah, so we do get a flashback of... That's clearly the mother who allowed her kid to escape. Now, yeah, I think we actually have the means to go out right now if I want to. Written North Block, but there's still a place to explore. I think I was lucky enough to go the correct way pretty much immediately. And just grabbed all the items that I, like, needed almost. Just give me... Unless I'm missing something and I don't know that, of course. But I think I need the hammer and the chisel to open the thing and then I can go. But no, there's no way that all of that is optional, right? Oh boy. I think that's a brute. I think that's a first brute, which is just a teaser. No, I don't think I can actually go through here, can I? Yeah, it's in good shape. There's no way to open it. That's interesting, because... Pretty sure it's gonna lead back to the... I don't know where's the grunt, by the way. I think down below. It started noticing me for a second, and then it kind of forgot about me. I don't know. Where was it? No, yeah, I think I can leave now, but I'm kind of... Like, I'm trying to figure out... What's the point of that... The locked door and stuff? Is it just... Am I not supposed to be able to go in? Like... I'm trying to remember, because I don't want to... Especially lower is the thing I definitely don't want to miss. And the guy spotted me from somewhere, I don't know from where. I don't have anything else that could possibly open a lock unless I can... I'm supposed to be able to pickpocket it with that, I don't know. I guess I could have tried a few items more, but... I didn't think of that at the time. Because I'm pretty sure now I can just go through here. And that leads me to the next level, which, like, why is there so much in this level? Okay, let's go there again. Just to get a little bit of calmness. I mean, I'm panicking like crazy still, but, you know. Is there? No, it's gone. Go away! Can do this item. Oh, I don't imagine I can drill with the... Like, I can pickpocket with... Go away, you fucking cockroaches! Don't crawl on my eyes, that doesn't even make sense. Is he gonna spawn down there again? I don't think he is. It's just Itaminaku. Okay, calm down for a second, my guy. Calm down for a second. Take a breather. Breathe in, breathe out. I just want to check this last room. Obviously, it's possible to come back later. After we go through the north block, we gotta come back here. Maybe from the other way. I don't know. Like, we're gonna go from the other door, which was locked, and then come here after we have an item or some shit of importance. I'm gonna try, though, just in case. Like, that's locked, correct? Yeah, and I cannot use that. I cannot use that. And obviously cannot use that. Okay, let's run. Let's run to the... where the hole was in the floor. I did waste a bit of time, but... I wanted to get everything. Now, I don't know where the monster is, if he's still around patrolling, because I feel like I must have seen him by now. It's like 5 corridors. So I don't know where that grunt is gone. Nope, I didn't manage to fit through the door. I don't know how did I exactly manage to not fit through the wall, but somehow I managed to not fit through the wall. Okay, and now I just... plop. So, the mother and the child couldn't hit that 5 times in order to open it? What? Oh, crystal clear. Oh, thank fuck. Nice. They couldn't hit it like 5 more times for it to open? Or like what? What? How? The Dark Tower of Brandenburg rose above the forest and was silhouetted against the snow-white moon. I said, alright, moron. You couldn't help feeling sad for some reason. I think, yeah, these are still memories from Daniel, but kind of differently presented, I think. Notice there's a full tunnel somehow. Which I don't think they were digging through, because left was nothing, I'm pretty sure, unless there's an item there. Yeah, there's nothing here. Kind of saving myself some fuel if I can, you know. No. Yeah, move away. You fucking... Come on, go away. Come on, I'm stuck. Cannot move them. In any direction, please. Backwards, forward, doesn't matter. Like, neither, I think they're kind of stuck here, so... Maybe move the ones in the back if I can. Oh. There we go. And this one should be easy enough on its own. Just throw away, or... Okay, roll it outside, I guess. But, okay, I'm just gonna top that. Claustrophobia.
The goal with this level is trying to get the player feel a bit claustrophobic. First off, we start the level in a tight space, letting the feeling hit you directly. Then the idea was to actually decrease the horizontal view, squeezing the view together. But it became a bit problematic when we felt that the design of the level was enough. It is very dark and can be hard to find your way. Which is actually kinda surprising, since the level has a really simple design, but because of some dead ends and similar looking locations, it can be quite hard to navigate. In the end, we also put up some signs to help the player along and get the right balance between annoyance and disorientation. It's quite hard when you want to expose the player to negative feelings, and we might make them quit the game. But it's a fine line to thread, and I'm sure not everybody will get the right experience. But I guess that's just one of those risks you will have to take in interactive media.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. You cannot... Because everyone has a different amounts of fun, and people don't even, like, completely realize that, like... Obviously, I'm having fun playing the game, but I'm freaking the shit out, and I would, in a way, I would prefer it to be easier and simpler and brighter. But obviously, if it was, the game was gonna, like, the entire point of the game, of the how good of a horror game it is, that was gonna be completely lost, because what would, you know, even if I would, if I would prefer it to be that way, in a way, if I would say I prefer it that way, that's not really the case as much, because the horror element will be lost. So that's obviously a big importance in the kitchen. And then, what is that? Storage up. Let's go to storage first. Usually you need something from the storage to do something somewhere else, so... Let's just follow that path, which has absolutely no side path, which is always great. What? Why am I freaking out now? So area 3. Obviously, there's the way to the kitchen, and storage is this way. What's this way then? Let's go this way then, not storage, the other way. Can you stop making noise, please? I feel like it's gonna make a full loop around itself, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Oh, is that where I saw the brute earlier? To cistern engine. Oh no, that's the way forward, I guess. I wanna be going this way later, like I wanna be heading in here. Very in poor condition. Gate leading out this area is locked by a worn padlock. I don't imagine I can break it though, can I?
Is he safe? Well, it's for his own good.
Okay, I guess someone was locked in here. Right, so I have the side path along corridor here. Wait, I'm lost. How did I get lost already?
Soon we'll be ready. Let there be enough time.
Hey, you! Stop!
Don't come any closer. I just want to leave.
You can't go outside. It's too dangerous.
I'm telling Gabriel.
I doubt that very much.
I have no idea who Gabriel is. I think it's Gabriel is like one of the Kingsmen. I don't think we've heard that name necessarily before, but I will be very unsurprised if that is the... No, Where's the wine cellar? Yeah. Sheriff is keeping a watchful eye. Wilhelm, his man. Wine cellar. But that's not really anything that's... Like, we don't hear a name. I've already forgot the name. Did we? I think we heard the name somewhere. I think it was in a memory again. Yeah, the lady with a daughter told her daughter to tell this same name that I already forgot.
He escaped. Where is he now?
Oh, someone has... Wait, that was kind of weird because we keep hearing a little moments of... Wait, are they talking about Daniel? Because they did say it's happening in the present time and not in the past at some point. Where the fuck am I going? Okay, not good. Oh, that's the same room from the... Locked and padlocked in its excellent condition. Yeah, that's from earlier, like where we went earlier too. Pretty sure that's the door we saw from the other side. Oh no, it's not. No, that definitely looks different. Fuck. Well, only one thing I can do here. Shove myself in a corner and hide. Because nowhere else to go. And of course gonna get me freaked out like crazy, even though my sanity was great until now. I want to be very careful that I don't freak the monster, but also do my best to freak myself as little as possible. Okay, he's leaving, good, good. Still locked? I don't know if some of those doors are meant to like be opened. Still crystal clear somehow. I don't know if some of those doors are meant to be opened or are you supposed to like, you know. Okay, so that's a dead end, a very long dead end. This way, good to know. No, you don't see me, Okay, that's the way past this door, okay. Could you see anything here? No memories from where we came from, there's a monster there. Just got a glimpse of it, hoping that's the one that's leaving. Kitchen, wait, I wanna go to storage though. Have I been here? No, definitely not. Oh, that's when Alexander was killing that person. And then Danny was like, no, don't kill her, you fuck. Like, you know. Memory time?
2nd of August, 1839.
Second.
I arrived at the village of Altstadt. It's a haven in the midst of a vast forest and the last stop before my final destination, Castle Brennenburg. It's late in the evening, and the outrider, who has been with the coach since Bremen, advised me to wait until morning before I venture further. I've arranged for a bed at Der Müller, the village's only inn, and am now waiting for the sun to rise. I try to sleep, but as I close my eyes, I see the men who fell victim in London. My fear and shame forces me to witness the same scenes over and over. They are dead because of me.
That's not entirely wrong, but you don't blame yourself, ain't gonna lead to anything. So, that's just as he's reaching, so 17th of July. Okay, now here is finally some time passes that, you know, makes sense for a trip to take a bit of time. 17th of July. July has 31 days, so 14 days of July and then 2 days of August, so that is 16. So 2 weeks and a bit. 2 weeks and 2 days, I think. And also there's a birthday of one of my cousins. It's the 2nd of August. But okay, yeah, so a week and 2 days after, we have that happening after 17th of July. On the 2nd of August, he arrives at Austad. I guess there's not too much, like, they do tell him that they did advise him to wait till morning, I guess still horror stories of the woods, but nothing too, like, crazy happening other than that. He cannot sleep because of the victims, and yeah, he's kind of blaming himself, which, I mean, not that he's not to blame, but also, I mean, it's not like he killed them, you know. Hopefully he's not in this room and he's coming from behind. No, it's in this room. Great. No, close the door. No lighter. Wait, didn't I turn it off myself? That's fine, that's fine. I need a corner for a second. I think, was it PewDiePie that did the exact same fucking mistake? I know, I remember someone doing the exact same fucking mistake where he just literally opened the door, closes it behind him and hears the monster, and turns out it's lit like the door towards the monster. That is, you know, he's closing himself with the monster. And then since that's because what he became famous from, that he starts screaming and stuff happens. Oh, he's outside of the door. I see him. Can you, like, go home, please, guy? Or not home, because I want to explore that door. Go somewhere else. I will run away from you later. Oh, I'm guessing he's gonna have left that room. Like, that's don't imagine he'll just be chilling in that room for a long time. Here's some oil. Oh, not in the box, okay. Nothing too interesting here, though, unfortunately. So I guess if you don't... does it just get released in the wild, I wonder? Like, do you literally... say area 4? I still did not find a storage, by the way. Oh, this way then. I did find a way to it, apparently. That's the 4th door that's not openable now. Wait, is that one the ones that leads to... Oh, that's... I've been to this one. That's a shortcut. Okay. Okay, that is a shortcut. Good to know. I'm guessing that's storage. Which I feel like there was a monster at one point here, so... I'm just gonna save myself a little corner to be able to hide behind stuff. Ideally. Just in case anything happens. Even, you know, myself a little bit of protection. Yeah, because I need that for some shit. I don't know for what yet, but I need that for some shit. Oh, and some tinder boxes. No memories or anything, unfortunately. Good, good. A lot of things. That's nice. Let's use those barrels as well, too. Kind of set up... Whoop, careful now. I also actually want to be able to hide behind that, though. That's the entire point of building that. You know what? Just plop that in here as well. There we go. And then the box on top of that. I think that should be good. I don't know if they come... if I pick up the item or it's just gonna come naturally, but... whatever the case may be. Okay, perfect. Look. Glass jar. That's like for corrosive shit, right? We wanted some corrosion to do the locks. But yet, we don't yet. Yep, now it's coming this way until... I don't know if he's gonna break that door, but... gonna close it and then hide behind. And hopefully I'm in bright enough that I'm not freaking out, and hopefully he doesn't actually come in here. And then we're waiting. There's a lot of waiting happening here, apparently. I also gotta check how long Justine was. Because I'm pretty sure I can definitely fit it in one stream. The question is, do I need, like... For example, if I don't think I'm gonna almost complete the game today, though. So I guess next stream will be a little bit shorter, or maybe this one, I don't know. Or maybe I'm wrong and none of the streams will be shorter. I feel like some gotta be shorter, though. Did he go away now? He ain't anywhere around here. And that's again there's a shortcut to the other spot, I know that much. So that was storage, right? We still have kitchen, I guess, to go. And I do have notes to find, by the way. Kitchen... Okay, we started in here and then I went this way. That was ages ago. And I think I've explored here. What is the door that opens somewhere? So that should take me around the... I think that was the long... Yeah, let's take me around the hole. Yep, that's the hole we started in. Remember that much. Ah, that's leading back to the previous area. That's the one leading back. I wonder if you need it for anything. Is that kitchen already? Oh, that is kitchen. Nice. We still have a bunch of notes. Wait, there were 3 notes here, right? Diaries. Yeah. And I'm guessing all of them gotta be in here, so... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Panic, 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 panic. There we go. Boop. Boop. I think that's good enough, I hope. Yep, he's coming in, he's coming in. That's good, that's good. Stay here, stay there. There we go. Shh, don't move, don't move. Don't see me, please? Pretty please? Come on. You don't have to see me, right? You're not gonna see me, you're not gonna see me, you're not gonna see me, you're not gonna see me. Don't see me? I think he's leaving. Maybe, hopefully. I don't know. I'm gonna hope he's leaving. I cannot stop crouching. I guess there's something above me. I'm gonna assume he's down here. And I'm gonna jump out of here. Yeah, I think he broke the door, unfortunately. So if he comes again, I'll be a little bit screwed. No? I don't want to touch that. I think if I touch that, I burn myself. Now I remember it. Let's see what that is.
3rd of August,
Yeah.
1839.
3rd, so the next day.
Like I have fled the world and all its worries. Brennenburg is a majestic creation perched upon a forest-clad hill with towers reaching well above even the highest pine trees. Following the winding road leading to the gates gives the impression of discovering something forgotten, as if journeying with Marco Polo to the hidden Xanadu. Alexander, the Baron, is a peculiar but gracious man. He seems well versed in worldly matters, and is not at all as eccentric as I assumed. My room is exquisite, and I'm confident that no hotel for miles could even hope to match it. As the sun sets on Brennenburg, its fairy tale varnish turns to an eerie gloom. Alexander's strange servants are never far away. They are a quiet lot, and their behavior could only be described as skulking. Alexander seems pleased by my presence. As he puts it, it seems like I got here just in time.
Right, so... I don't want mementos, I want diaries. That's obviously the next day after he left. And... I think skulking means like what? Like kinda hiding and... Not hiding necessarily, but kinda almost hidden? Skulking meaning... I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Keep out of sight, typically a sinister or cowardly mode. Yeah, so they are kind of, you know, sitting out of sight. And... Okay, let's start from the start. Oh, that's the next day he arrives. He arrives the next day and he like feels how beautiful Brennenburg is, I guess, in the woods. Kinda you look at it and it's like a very uplifting moment in the... where we're reading the note here. And obviously he compares it to journeying with Marco Polo. And then the Baron Alexander, he would, I guess he thought he would be some like very eccentric man, but it, like he found he's, you know, versed in worldly matters. So like kind of almost, you know, he's friendly. They're kind of talking as friends, and I guess we do hear that a bunch in the flashbacks. He's, you know, pretty friendly with Daniel. And Sunset on Brennenburg, and then when nighttime approaches. It's kind of, I guess, with the darkness, it kind of becomes very freaky, an eerie gloom. Now, he calls them strange servants, and they are skulking, so they're kind of not really showing themselves, they're kind of in the background always. Now, I wonder... that's one of the reasons, it's a big theory that the monsters actually don't look like that. They're just humans, and Daniel is imagining me like that, because initially he describes them as... strange, but like obviously strange does not mean meeting its jaw and with claws in, you know, inserted in its arms or fingers or whatever the claws are. So that's a big theory that They don't actually look like... I don't know if that's possible. Now, arguably, maybe they had, like, I don't know, some clothes on top and... I don't know, a hood, but that would be weird. I don't know, I don't imagine servants would be wearing hoods, right? Like, imagine servants in a castle wearing hoods. That just doesn't fit. Because like their body, obviously, the entirety of the body can easily be covered by clothes. So, I don't know. And Alexander is pleased because he got there just on time, which obviously Alexander is also happy about, because why is there freaky music? Okay, I guess let's check this out. Creating the pig corpse with ragdoll.
This pig was the first object that I ever tried to rig as a ragdoll, and I'm pretty satisfied with the end result. I'm a little rusty when it comes to making organic creatures like this, so this was basically the only model that I had as a little ongoing project that I could get back to work on when I had some time off from other work. All other models are pretty much on a tight deadline, so it was nice to have this model that I could get back to work on from time to time, almost as practice. When I started to model the pig corpse, I thought right away that I needed to do it right from the beginning, so I googled a lot of pig pictures. Since we wanted a rotten look to it, you can imagine I found a lot of weird pictures. Other than the look of the model, the only difference from creating a prop is the fact that you have to plan the mesh, so it's nice for animations as well as good for importing to a sculpting program, like a Mudbox or ZBrush. In those applications, you add details to the model, pretty much like a clay sculptor, and then you transfer those changes to the normal map that you use for the in-game model. I used ZBrush in this case, and I was happy to use it because my skills in that application started to fade away. Creating the texture for the pig wasn't the easiest thing to do, because it isn't easy to find good reference pictures for rotten pigs with moisty skin. The biggest issue was in fact getting the skin to look unhealthy, but I think it turned out pretty nice, even though it could need a little more work. But to be able to put in more work, we need to have more time and resources, and as a small indie company, that isn't something we have. For the ragdoll, I had to first set it up in the 3D program I use, called Maya. I created a skeleton for the pig, skinned it so that each part of the pig model moves with the correct bone. After that, I used our in-house model editor to set it up with bodies with weights for each individual part, like the legs, head, and body. Then I connected it all together using joints. When done right and with correct weights for each body part, it works quite nicely.
So I guess it just sounds like mostly how, you know, what goes behind making a pig model. I think I broke it. I don't think the feet were supposed to look like that, and the neck is also pretty broken at times. I don't know why I broke it so hard. But yeah, whatever the case may be, it kind of describes us what goes behind making a organic process like that, which you kind of have to, you know, it's flopping around and you can move it in weird ways. Also, there are like a million rats around me. There are few dead ones in here. That's a lot of another perfect. Oh, careful now. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like you need to do the mesh so that everything moves like, you know, together kind of, but also you know, has its own, everything is separate, has joints which only move in ways, it has different places which move in particular ways. I don't imagine it interacts with the acid, does it? Because if it does, then it's gonna be really like, holy shit. Oh, well, yeah, I guess it does interact, it just disappears. Okay. I mean, yeah, I thought something else might happen. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if anything else also dissolves. I don't imagine glass would, because that doesn't make any sense. Bottlenecks to NARP. Oh, that's cool. It even gives you the idea that you should be using a glass container, because... Is it spinning? I think it was spinning. It's spinning, look at it. Hold on, you can see it spinning. Look at it! Just spinning around and bobbing up and down. Whoop! Okay, I guess it's building up. I guess the bubbling actually, that would make sense that it's kind of forcing it to bubble up and down. Let's see if I can grab it without touching the poison. It's gotta be on a big jump though, because on a smaller jumps I'm gonna accidentally touch the poison, or the acid. Not that I need to be grabbing it, obviously. It's just funny to be trying to catch a... like guacamole, but grab a bottle. Okay, whatever. Bread? Does bread dissolve? He does. Okay, let's use the container to actually fill it. Yeah, now I have a jar of acid. Now, obviously, again, we have to one more thing. Is he coming for me? I just heard the sound, but no monster is visible. Is that, yeah, that's the starting bit, huh? So the kitchen is literally right around the corner, but obviously we need to go back and forth, so it doesn't really... Ain't that easy. Who's that? Could do no good, really? He's locking the padlocks his next like condition, but I can't like dissolve it, huh? Okay, but I am, unless it's after the doorway, which I guess is possible technically speaking. Because that's everything, like, I don't need to come back here for anything anymore if, like, have the acid to move forward, right? Let's see, hopefully I didn't miss it. I'm gonna look again, of course. Try and figure out if and what did I miss. I think you run out. Being too mindful to not run out, to not waste any. That's a dead end, yeah. I can see, kind of see outside here, or you can see light. I don't know if that's necessarily outside. So I did go there last time. I don't know. I mean, it went through all those places, so I don't imagine, unless I missed a note somewhere. I mean, it's gonna be here. Because I didn't find anything in this room, and there was a monster, so I assumed that maybe I missed a note, but clearly that's not the case. Now, was that the... Yeah, that's where the room was, the thingy. Oh, and that's the shortcut. That's cool, I guess, but hold on. What? Can I burn that to use a shortcut? And then it's gonna remove the thing. I'm checking. I think I found it in some random cell, right? So I haven't actually found anything in this room. That's why I'm hoping. Good, because that's an important room, right? So I am hoping that maybe there will be something here, but clearly not the case. I don't imagine there was just gonna be a random note in the middle of nowhere. So it's kind of also a thing. Okay, let's try the shortcut, I suppose. See if that removes my acid. No, okay. I cannot even use it, I mean. I'm trying to mute myself when I'm sniffling. Most of the times I don't always do it, but whenever I can. Which way do I have to go again? Kitchen. Oh. There's a little stairway down there. Don't think it's really accessible anyhow though. Right, I think that's my way forward, but... Is there gonna be a note anywhere around there, or did I miss it? I'm worried about missing the note, that's why I'm kinda exploring so much. That's where, like, there was a dead end here. That'll just lead to... That's still locked. 2 locked doors here, huh? I'm guessing I need that for here, right? Use acid. Locked by a worn padlock, yeah, so if it's worn, that's like I need to use the acid to dissolve it, but... How did I miss the thing? You know what, let's do a little save here. So we can save ourselves. I cannot save by other means, that's why I'm saving right here. Let's drop a save, so if we don't find anything, I'm gonna just travel back, because, I mean, it's gonna be, you know, a big waste of time to just be running around, exploring, and then I have to run back. So let's at least just do that. I came from... don't remember. Already forgot. I came from here, I think. So let's go the other way. I think that loops around to the kitchen, though, anyways. Or something. No, did I come from there? Wait, is that a big circle? I think that's maybe a big circle. Yeah, that's the other way. So I don't think I've missed it. I guess I'm hoping it's just gonna be somewhere down the way there. Storage, I did check everything down this way. I think. I'm pretty sure I checked every room. So yeah, I guess let's just go through here. Yeah, that's clearly a circle here. Okay. Oh, no, I just need to hit it. Cool. But, huh. Entrance to cistern, huh? I'm hoping I didn't miss the note. The morning sun flickered between the pine trees as the carriage approached the castle. A faint memory of reflection in the snow pane repeated itself over and over. So... Memory time.
So you used the drain sewers as a means of transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
Okay. So we hear of... Okay. I think I didn't need to like throw something to bring it down, I don't remember. I'm hoping I didn't miss the note. I'm definitely hoping I didn't miss the note. It's gonna be around here somewhere. Now, the other thing I need to do is... Oh, there are some paths though. I don't know if I need to throw a rocket or what's the deal. Either ways, yeah, so it clearly goes... Like, he mentions how he moves around using those, like, pipes, which are obviously meant to kind of take away drainage. But I guess if it's dry, some fungi grow, which, you know, have poisonous area around them. And we need, like, it's kind of implied that we need an antitoxin for them.
After the prison level, some light is needed, and that is what we want to give the player right now. We also wanted to have an environment that did not look like anything else the player has seen so far. When the player has endured the dark and gloomy dungeon levels, we wanted to give some sort of award for coming so far, and this level is supposed to be that award. The sound of water is also found quite soothing for most people, so we wanted them to relax, calm down. Only to be more acceptable for scares later on, of course.
Okay, yeah, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, so again, the contrast, you kind of, after they build up a lot of freaky stuff, they kind of want to make up for it with a bunch of safe stuff. I guess, yeah, it does make sense. Now, something I want to check, I just want to be sure. I want to check in case I missed it, and actually if I did, I'll probably go back. Daniel's Diary, Brennenburg. Let's see the locations. Diary, Brennenburg. If I've missed it, like, I'm gonna see, like, I'm guessing you can find them in any order, so that's the thing. Inside chamber, let's see. Table rare book section of our... What? Daniel's Diary. Oh, these are different. Hold on. I need to find the Brennenburg ones. One entry can be found in the prison kitchen, another can be found in a cell to your right as you're heading towards a storage. Third one can be found on the floor. In a cell! At the end of the corridor you reach. If you had left once you reach the... Well, in that case, I think we actually... No, what? We actually exit. And we're gonna go back to our save file. Load... This one maybe? I don't know. Because I guess it was here. I was guessing it's gonna be here. I was highly doubting it was gonna be elsewhere, but I was like, I don't know. So I definitely found the one in kitchen. I have the stuff right, and that's the way forward. Yeah, I definitely found the one labeled kitchen. In the kitchen. Let's see what else. And then we can find a cell to your right. I did find this one, so the only one I haven't found is on the floor. Corridor you reach if you head left. So fork labeled cell area 3. Look for cell area 3. Then at the end of the corridor, if you head to the left. So find that cell. Or yeah, cell, then head left. Gotcha. Okay, here goes nothing again, I guess. We're running. I think 3 wasn't too far away, I don't think. Why is everything locked in here? Oh, I never came here, did I? Guess I never came this way, huh? I think I came back.
I don't believe this. Why? I mean, why? What did I do to deserve this? I mean, it can't be. Do I deserve this? It wasn't my fault. Why did he have to go in there? Don't go into burning houses. He should have known better.
I'm not entirely sure at all what this is leading to. No, this kind of put in such a way that it feels like a good hiding spot if I need to hide. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Maybe. Although I'm right in front of the door, so I don't know. So a flashback, no idea of whom, but someone being prisoned in here who I guess is someone kinda... Because I know that initially Alexander told Daniel that these are, like when he started torturing and killing these guys, he told Daniel that these are like bad people, they're prisoners, and they're, whatever, maybe have death sentence, maybe not, but yeah, and I guess this is, we see a guy here who is kinda, did something bad but is regretting it. Later we found out they also kidnap innocent people, but for now we think they're only prisoners. And this guy, like, clearly is kind of blamed for something, but it's like, it wasn't really my fault. Like, he's kind of semi-blaming himself, but also, like, it wasn't my fault that whatever someone went into a... I don't know the details, but... Oh. That's that person. Hey, oh, I was very good. Good thing I actually fucking came back, because I missed an entire, like, 3 cells. Oh, I see that. Don't mind the naked person, guys, by the way. I know Twitch probably wouldn't care, especially, like... Even if you're a big streamer, probably wouldn't care for, like, a little bit of a man's ass, which it really isn't really that visible. But, yeah. And I'm not even, like, you know, I have, like, 3 viewers. So, not really something I should be particularly worried about. There we go. Yeah, so I didn't not see the note, I just completely missed this place. Anything in the basket? No, okay. I don't know why I felt like there's gotta be something in the trash.
4th of August, 1839.
Next day, again.
The
The one after.
woke me in the early morning, and for a moment I forgot where I was. Shortly after, there was a knock on my door. Alexander had heard my screams and asked me to join him in the parlor. As we drank our tea, Alexander began to tell me what he knew. It seems like the orb I found casts a long and dark shadow. It's not only a powerful item, but a dangerous one. Simply by touching it, you invoke the powers within, and if you are too weak to control it, it will devour you. The shadow is a sluggish thing, lagging behind the wielder, killing anyone or anything in its path to reclaim the orb. I said I didn't care about its powers, and that I should throw it away. Alexander advised against this, as I'd still be a part of the path to the orb, and eventually suffer death. Having the orb, I would at least have the chance to fight back when the time came. I asked Alexander what he meant when he said he could protect me, and he answered that things can be done, but at a price.
That's a weird way for this one, because usually they have like uncompleted diary thingies when it's part of a multiple section, but that's the last one. So, I don't know, because usually they're completely separate thingies, right? So anyways, again, like, he went, you know, here he goes to the place. There's not, like, you know, nothing too interesting here. Then when he reaches the place, we do hear of the... I think I didn't mention that when I was talking about the note last time, but he does mention also the... how exquisite the room is. Like, the room he was placed in was such a good quality and whatever, which... Again, like, I guess Alexander... I don't think he actually meant anything bad for Daniel, maybe, although we'll see later, maybe I'm wrong. But obviously he killed a lot of people just to, like, get back home. To his home planet or whatever the case may be. So yeah, as I said, it's very tale turns to eerie gloom. Alexander's strange surroundings are never far away. They are quite loud and their behavior could only be described as skulking. Alexander seems pleased by my presence, as he puts it, yeah. So yeah, and then the next day again, like, so wait, he arrives this day. Yeah, so the day after he arrived, or the night after he arrived, he was woken by nightmares, with, I guess he was screaming as well. And Alexander knocks to call him, like, I guess for tea, to talk about stuff, because he knew he was awake or some shit, I don't know. It was funny when he said, like, Alexander heard my screams and asked him to join him, like, kinda, I don't know, just almost when he said heard my screams, almost like to check on me or something, but no, just heard him scream, so, like, come and join me. So yeah, then we drank tea, they drank tea, of course, and Alexander told him about the orb, and now we get a lot of disposition about the orb in this little piece of the note. That Castle Under Shadow is not only a powerful item, but it's a dangerous one. By touching it, you can evoke the powers within, and if you're too weak to control it, it will devour you. The shadow, that's the thing that's following us, is a sluggish thing lagging behind the wielder, killing anyone or anything in its path to reclaim the orb. So obviously, that shadow is trying to reclaim the orb. and is killing anyone on its way, kind of following the wielder. Now, maybe it cannot catch up immediately to the Daniel because, like, he still has some powers that he has the orb. Not a lot, because he doesn't know how to control them or anything, but somehow he manages to slightly repel it. And that is why it hasn't killed him, but it's very quickly killing anyone that he talks to. Because it's kind of following his path, and whoever he interacts with, it kind of goes for that person, but it will need him a little. It will need a little bit of time to catch him and kill him. And then Daniel says like he can throw it away, but since he still had contact with the orb, he'll suffer death. Which I kind of get it as an idea, but also if its only goal is to reclaim the orb, like killing anyone or anything to reclaim the orb, if that's its goal, there surely is a way to kind of give back the orb somehow. But you know, obviously they needed to follow the story to reach this point of the story. And yeah, he'll still be killed. At least if he has it, he can fight back if he learns to control his powers. And yeah, well, he asks Alexander how can he protect him. And yeah, there are things that can be done, but at a price. And I guess that price is killing human things and not necessarily just humans. I don't know. Don't think we get much date on. Oh, we do. 16. So that was like ages ago when he was testing with the enemies, right? It's 1839, yeah, so 16 something, right? Yeah, so that's like 2 centuries ago that he was experimenting with animals. First, I guess we don't really... Oh, is that it? Wait. Oh yeah, there it is. But we don't get time for that. But I'm guessing that was before animals. He first tried chemical stuff. And that did, like alchemy, he played with alchemy. Maybe that's related to Agrippa, but hold on. Animal experiments were 1658. Where was Agrippa again? Local folklore. 16th century, so 15 something. I mean, it is possible. Hold on. Yeah, that would kind of maybe fit the timeline if he was testing with alchemy and then he kind of wanted Agrippa's help with that. But whatever he did, and yeah, that's why, like, what Agrippa had the note for the, what was it, the explosive, yeah? Yeah, Agrippa doesn't have date, but again, like, he works with alchemy and whatever, so that is why Agrippa was called to Brandenburg. Or something. Then again, we don't really know. Then again, in Agrippa's thingy, we don't really find anything about that, do we? Because what we know of Agrippa... Hold on, let's reread everything we know about Agrippa real quickly. He visited Alstad. He resided in the inn for a fortnight to look for remnants. He talked about a bunch of people, whatever. One day he went to investigate, and he was never seen again. That, I guess, means in the village he wasn't seen. Passed away in Glen Globe. That's the thing, so he clearly came, like... He was never seen by the village. But then, 10 years later, he passed away. No one's ever visiting Alstad. I don't know, but hold on, let's see the other notes as well, because it's kinda... Remember when happened, I was traveling through Prussian woods. I found the orbs. Also did find an orb which is clearly around here. I don't know if it's Alexander's, so that's before the fire, so Alexander wasn't necessarily in the castle yet. At that time, Alexander was like somewhere, somewhere else. Like, it was maybe somewhere in the woods, surviving, I don't know, maybe shoved in a cave or some shit. And... fuck. Like, so an impossibility, whatever, he describes the orb. Stay in the village. They were real, yada yada yada. Jumping because of curiosity, instincts, went to the orb. Nearby ravine, was some men fishing in the lake, and he was running for... Wait, where is that again? Curiosity to invest. When I scrummed the chamber into the woods, I could sense something. Wait, there was something about him. Oh, it's here maybe? Yeah. He's following him. Ravine was with some men fishing at the lake, which were killed, and then he was teleported away, and that's why he didn't come back to the village, because he got teleported away. Glowing Ember, I could hear plenty screams at a distance. I joined in pain and fear overtook me. When some strangers I had been carried miles across the Alps to grassy field of Genoa. Where's Genoa? What is Genoa? Genoa. Capital of Italian region, so somewhere in Italia. So he's been carried, like he got teleported far away, not even like like on the other side of Europe almost, at least northwest bound. I mean, I guess we ignore the entire peninsula up top with like, is it called like Norwegian Peninsula or some shit? I don't know what's it called. So yeah, he went to somewhere in Italy, and he didn't have the orb anymore, but I guess the Guardian's still chasing him. Last time I spoke, you told me about no research about orbs. I owe you the truth. Yeah. So it doesn't really tell us much about what happened to Agrippa, because I guess we can assume that he tells us everything here. Like if that's all if we didn't know he came to the castle at some point, we would assume we have everything. But there's the bit where he clearly worked for Alexander at one point, like after he got teleported away, after the orb, at some point then 10 years later he died at, I don't know, it doesn't say at his home, but died Grenoble, which probably isn't any, I don't think the place is of importance, is it? Greno, I cannot see it on my second screen. Grenoble, something like that. Largest city in somewhere in southern France. So then he died somewhere in France. So I don't know. The means notion of everything outside, which makes you wonder what really happened. I mean, obviously we know he lied about that, but why? Maybe it's a different Agrippa. Somehow Alexander made himself a copy. So this one did really die after he wrote the message, and then the one here was just a second one somehow. But yeah, Alexander, whatever, was testing. I guess that's why he got Agrippa to help him. However, he didn't find anything with chemistry, so he had to try animal torturing or whatever, which I guess he had some results, but not good enough. So that's at some point he resorted to humans. I don't know if we really know exactly when did he end up starting to torture humans, but we do know like later on when he did like hire Wilhelm to do that, and that's right. Nature of the contrast on it. I was kidnapped his humans, and yeah, yada yada. So he was kidnapping people. Yeah, that's that. But we do know that he was kidnapping people at one point, but we don't really know when did he take the step, like, animals ain't good enough, we need to start humans. Although it maybe is hinted here. Yeah, more experimental from. It seems that only human beings are to be amount of nature. So I guess, yeah, it is kind of setting here in a way. What was that again? Oh, that's more trying to figure that out in 1658, okay. Wait, that's still before the burning of the castle though? No, it's not. It was 16th century, never mind. And what was 16? Was it the... No, it was... What? Something else was that we had a... But it was nothing, I was the guardian inner workings of life. We had a date on something. Elevator, that won't have a date. That has a date, but I wanna check... Oh, the animal... Oh, 1658, that's the same year then. Oh, that's the same year. January 9th. April. Oh, so that's before that actually. When you're nothing, I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life. Relation of power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject that I suspect will be in vain. If no tradition has made any particular interest, I must be attempt to fill the void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but hope animals. Right, so here he found... I think here he found for the first time something about... like he was trying chemical stuff, it didn't work. So he found out people were also... Well, like, living things did work. And he hopes animals will be good enough, and a few months later, 3-4 months later, I guess from January to April with 3 months, he finds that dogs, which he was testing on, are working but not good enough, and it's only the humans that can do that. So obviously he was trying to avoid killing humans if he could. Now I don't know if that was necessarily because he just wanted to avoid attention, because obviously people were gonna try looking for him if people start disappearing, and he needs to be more subtle, which he was. I don't know if that's the case, or maybe or maybe he had, like, you know, I was gonna say humanity, he's not a human, but he was trying to be a decent guy. Like, he wasn't, how do I put this, he wasn't trying to be evil, but like he was gonna do anything, he was willing to do anything necessary in order to get back home, and like he didn't want to harm humans if he could help it. Like, he was still, you know, like he was like not that evil that he would just hurt humans because he wanted to. And if there was an alternative, he would be willing to take the alternative if he could get around harming humans. I guess he's not like completely evil, but he is evil enough that he is willing to harm and torture and kill humans just to get himself home. And I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about. I did spend like did I spend like 10 minutes on this little? I mean, it's just not a problem, really. That's the entire point of the playthrough. I've said it before. I really love diving into all that, so I'm absolutely fine with going through that for minutes upon minutes. But still. So yeah, I think that's all. Like, at the price is, I guess, the human lives, probably. So he does want to avoid it if he can. Now, every time we come back from a corridor like that, there's fucking monsters coming. Whatever happens when we're coming back from a corridor like that, it's monsters happening. Go away! I'm effectively done here. He's coming in. Fuck. Why are you coming in here? No, go away. Sure, go away. Don't see me, please? Please? Go away. Somewhere else. I don't want here. Fuck off. If he walks into the room, he'll see me when he's turning around, probably. But I can hope that he doesn't walk into the room. Look how I'm not scared at all. Like, big deal. Just some... I mean, I was still with a slight headache before then. I'm just like, big deal if there's a bloody monster after me. And literally broke the door to the room I'm hiding in. Big deal, right? I'm just hiding in here, it's fine. Oh. Fucking asshole, what are you doing here? That's my way back home. Oh, it's coming this way, fuck. No, go away. Let's go back to this room, I think it's fine. I don't think it's gonna come in again. Why did I have to go block my exact way out? Come on. You're so rude, you bloody monster asshole. I don't think he's gonna even come in here. Still, don't care, even though it got a glimpse of a monster. Hopefully it's not on the other way and I'm just like coming out here looking. I think it must have kept on going this way, I'm hoping. I don't imagine he's back. He's back here? But game? That's not fair. Again, it's coming this way, great. Can you like fuck off, please, guy? No. Okay, I'm hoping it leaves. Still not scared. Even though we saw a monster about 3 times, it saw us back 2 of those. Yeah, nothing too scary. But oh no, it's a little bit dark in here and there's a monster somewhere in the area. Oh god, that's like we're gonna start collapsing on the floor because of that. Now with that monster on my way, how can I get past it? It's gone again. Don't tell me it goes back there though. There's a path down here as well, but... Okay, it's not here now, that's good. No, I think it starts chasing me when I open that, right? Last time I did that. So that. And then that. Go, fuck, open, and then close it up again, and run. Entrance cistern, again, second time. The morning sun flickered between the pine trees. The carriage approached the castle. A faint memory reflection of the window pane repeated itself over and over. Yeah, again, as I said, probably when we're done with this, we're gonna look through all of the loading screen menus, because we already heard that once. Drain sewers.
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring. Quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
I can't do but wonder, does he not give Daniel the antidote intentionally? So he like can... So then he can lock out Daniel of this area, if he needs to, so Daniel cannot use the path we are going through. I mean, obviously we're gonna go take that path, we're gonna need to take the antidote, but is he doing that intentionally? Or is he more like, well, you know, if we need it, I'm gonna give it to him, but right now we no need to bother, right? Like, what's the point to bother when we're not even going that way? I'm guessing that's the idea. And then obviously that's again about contrast.
Light is needed, and
We listen to that.
give the player right now. We also wanted to have an environment that did not look like anything else the player has seen so far. When the player has endured the dark and gloomy dungeon levels, we wanted to give some sort of award for coming so far, and this level is supposed to be that award. The sound of water is also found quite soothing for most people, so we wanted them to relax, calm down, only to be more acceptable.
Fuck off. But yeah. Again, that's another time which shows us the contrast. We were in a very dark place, now I want to pop out into some kind of more calm place, you know, an outside area. And just have some time, you know, in here in peace and whatever. Now, the thing... And yeah, like the soothing, there's light, and there is... What? Farland Foley with the raid! What is up? Hello, raiders! Welcome! For anyone who doesn't know me, hey, I'm Gifan. I do a lot of Souls games, a lot of Souls likes, and as such, I tend to do challenge runs or mods, and obviously we're playing through Elden Ring because there's a new gem. But Thursday is a day for non-Souls games, and we are going through the Amnesia series. So, hey, good to see ya. It's a pleasure to see you too. How are you doing? So yeah, we're going through the Amnesia series. Now, the first game I've played a lot back in the day, and now we're playing through again when you're very reading all the notes and trying to figure out all the stories and everything of the sort. Then when we get to the later games, I have played Machine for Pigs only once, so I barely remember it, and I haven't played the third one at all, so it's been much more of a blinder playthrough. Now I've played it, unfortunately, so I cannot give a blind experience, but we can still enjoy the game, and I'll look at all the notes and detail, and like try to figure out all the timelines, all the little details of what exactly happened and where. Beat Resident Evil Biohazard today, nice! Which one was Biohazard? Was it the sixth one? That was the sixth one, right? With the house and stuff. I haven't played it, but I think I've watched some playthroughs of it. Wait, no, not the sixth one, the seventh one, I mean. Yeah, the sixth one is... Yeah, I mean the seventh one, not the sixth one. Right? The seventh one. Yeah, I mixed up the two. But yeah. And also, everyone in my chat, let me not forget to give you a shout out. Make sure to go check out Farland Foley out, if I'm supposed to read your name. I guess I was hanging out. I've been hanging out a bunch of your streams, but I never knew. I guess I never was sure exactly how I'm supposed to say your name. So hopefully that's good. So make sure to go and check him out. Let's see. Should run a clip. Yeah.
Elaborate on that shitbox, please. I would call it a hitbox, but that would be doing it. That's generous.
Right, yeah, so as you can see, he also does Souls games and such, and he also plays Elden Ring, although today he was doing something else. People always get my old clips when they have this. It's kind of similar, don't worry about it. For me, it's also like kind of similar, because there are some clips which, I mean, something kind of funny happens. I'm not sure how it represents me, and even something that's not that old. My first Elden Ring playthrough from 2 months ago, I was literally playing it day and night, and I didn't care if my streams were good. I was literally just some low energy streams. I was literally talking like that the entire time without like any energy or anything, just like kind of occasionally commenting on what's happening. And I don't think they represent me that well, but something interesting happens on the screen, so I want to save it as a clip. And then when someone plays it, you can kind of hear that, and I kind of always sound like some very monotone guy who never shows any any emotion in his stuff. But yeah, I see the clip was Sekiro and the shitbox over there, which is something very good, which I should start using, because a very, very similar attack, the vertical thingy in Elden Ring by the gargoyles, caught me yesterday twice, which again, I'm pretty sure neither of those times were supposed to hit me. So I should be using that absolutely as well. Does it work? I obviously don't remember everything about this game, but I do kind of get memories and flashbacks, kind of similarly how Daniel is getting flashbacks in the area that's flooded. I'm also getting flashbacks remembering the game from all the way back when it was. I know which movie you're talking about. Yeah, I think it's called a vacuum slice, if I remember correctly, in Elden Ring. I think that's gonna be locked or some shit. Don't budge. Yeah, I don't even know if I ever go there. I think I go under when I unlock everything. And I need to, I think, grab a, I'm gonna say a rock, that's not a rock, that's a brick that can be thrown down, and do that. That didn't do shit. Let's try again, and if that doesn't work, I don't know what we're supposed to do. I thought we were supposed to do that. That does not work. Its gears need to be greased. Oh. Right. That's cool, I know, but just heads up, I've gotta get some food in me, so I'm stepping away from that. But keeping your tab up and lurking. Wish you the best of luck. Thanks so much for the lurk. I very much appreciate it as always. I think in a minute I'll take a very quick break to go pee. But yeah, thank you for the lurk. It's always much appreciated. And yeah, enjoy your foods and enjoy all those great things. And it turns out I don't remember the game all that great, because I clearly have no memories of what the fuck am I supposed to do here. And yeah, that's, I cannot go down here, because it's like flooded and shit. The water's too deep to traverse safely, yep. It must first be drained, yep. And I think at some point we need to get a antidote as well for the poisonous mushrooms, unless we want to die, which we don't want to do. Maybe I need a rock and not a brick, I don't know. Oh, wait. No, wait, what? Huh. What does it do? I thought I needed to throw that, but it clearly ain't working. And I think I remember when I said the gears need to be greased, I kind of feel like I'm getting some flashbacks from stuff, but that's clearly not it. Can I jump and grab that? I don't think there's anything here. I don't think I can drag anything big enough to climb on either. Huh. That's interesting, and that's just like this closed. No way to go in there. And there's like, I don't think I can like build anything to climb anywhere. That's interesting. Oh. No, I cannot grab that or anything, at least not as far as I can tell. Let's try one more time, but I don't think I can do that. That's very interesting. Never stuck. Yeah, that ain't doing shit. Now, I don't know if the lever pulls those down. I think I need to grab the, like, pull the ladder down to go there, which will then allow us to grease the lever, which is gonna bring those down to access those two areas. But I could be absolutely wrong. And I thought I needed to open that by chugging a rock at it, but that fucking ain't working, so I don't know. Unless I need to PM in a specific spot, but I don't see anything that could be a specific spot. I don't know. In that case, I guess it's alright enough time to take a short break while I'm go to figure stuff out. Am I? Okay, I'm crystal clear, so I don't even need to wait without pausing. So, if as usual, if you need to go to the bathroom, if you need to refill your drink, if you need to grab a snack, anything of the sort, make sure to go and do that now. Otherwise, hang around. I'll be right back in right about 3-ish minutes or something along those lines. So, hang around. I'll be right back. Whoa, I just came back and I saw that the raiders had just came over. There were like a million people. Holy shit. Hello everyone, hello raiders, what is up? Welcome for, thank you so much, Shadow Stream supporters. Thank you so much, Shadow Stream supporters, for the raid. I very much appreciate it. And for anyone who doesn't know me, hey, I'm Gifan. Play a lot of Souls games, Souls-like. I do challenge runs, I do modded runs. Currently, I'm like not currently, but I'm playing through the Elden Ring game, of course, because I mean it's new and it's all the jazz. And right now it's a Thursday, so Thursdays it's a non-Souls game day. So we're going through the Amnesia series, and that's the first one. We are very heavily exploring all the story stuff, all the notes. We are reading through them very carefully and trying to analyze them to details and to figure out all the story and all the little story bits we're missing. Now I do have to give a heads up that I have played the first one before, back in the day when it was out, and I don't remember a good few things. However, when you get to the second one, I've played it only once and I barely remember it, and then I have not played the third one. And Jump Must, thank you so much, Jump Master, sorry, I didn't see the alien. Jump Master, thank you so much for the for the follow, and thank you for keeping watching the woods for all those nasty and that who wanna invade and pillage our beautiful Oven City. Thank you so much for that follow. And also, hey Ninja, Aidan, and oh, so many people dropped a message when I was in the thing. Hey Brainhead, hey Sentaku Media, hey Laura Shay, I think I said hey Ninja Aiden, but hey Ninja Aiden again in case I didn't say it. Hey Masters, hey Shadowmane, hey it's Mr. Christmas, and hey it's Jones Master, and hello Pandemonium. Thank you, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the messages in the chat, as always, very, very much appreciated. And, of course, I should drop the shout-out to the raid. So give me 1 second. And Shadowmane, thank you so much for the follow and for keeping watch in the woods for all those nasty undead who want to invade and pillage our beautiful Oven City. It is very much appreciated. And if you're wondering what is all this nonsense that I'm talking about, you know, undead and Elven cities and stuff like that, you can write ! lore, and that way you can see the lore of the channel, where you can understand all the nonsense I'm talking about, which isn't complete nonsense. It's just mostly nonsense, but it has a reason to be, you know. Write this correctly. So, of course,
comes in with a solid 23,429, giving them the advantage. But as I said, there was some discrepancy on the score earlier, so something to watch out for. We may have to go to the review with the judges at the end to see what's going on. But at this time, it's gonna be team number 3 coming up against Ninja Aiden, who is looking to come charging back with.
I unfortunately must say that I didn't completely follow what was happening in that clip. Found the group when they raided me, so enjoy them. Nice, nice. But yeah, make sure to check out Shadow Stream supporters. And yeah, I'm not sure what's happening in that clip, unfortunately, because I haven't really played Dead by Daylight. It is on my to-do list, and I even have it for free when it was free on Epic, or even have it when it was free on Epic. But I have yet to get around to that, and there are so many things I want to do. But the main thing I want to do is play Elden Ring over and over and over. So I'm kind of I decided to leave one day for non-Elden Ring stuff, and then to do everything I want to do in that one day. It's gonna take a minute. And I am really hoping I didn't miss anyone in chat to greet them in, but if I did, I'm really sorry. Make sure to tell me what an asshole I am for missing you in chat and drop a message so I can actually greet you. And also I can't remember what the fuck... Do I have to parkour that? No, there's no way I can parkour it up there. No, I cannot jump that far. I don't remember what I was supposed to do with that place. I'm having some memory that this was like meant to be banded or something by hitting it, but maybe it was hitting it with a ladder. We ain't doing shit though. I don't really remember what was the deal with that puzzle. I'm trying to see if I can throw it any higher, if it matters which part of the ladder that I hit, but I don't think I can really... Ah, I didn't catch it in the air. Huh. Okay, keep looking around, I guess, until we find something. Even though I have played this game back in the day, it's been a while and I still don't remember absolutely everything about it, so... Yeah, that's still a thing. Technically, up that bit up there that has to come down, not that side, but I don't imagine I can grab that, can I? Let's see. But yeah, well, what's the group thing? Like, is it a... Because I see the name Shadow Stream supporters. That kinda... Is it just a... You know, is Shadow Stream supporter just a streamer? Or is it like, you know, a group thingy that's supposed to, you know, raid and help smaller streamers? And how does it all work? Or am I just reading too much into it? Cannot grab that. If anyone wants to tell me about it, I'll be glad to listen and stuff. Well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. It's a group? Ah. Like a bunch of streamers, or like how... Yeah, I guess I'm gonna let you listen without just asking a million of random questions. I don't imagine he go here any further, right? No, of course not. for safely. It's grouped right on streamers several times a day. Awesome, that's cool. The gears need to be greased. I don't have any grease on me. I can drill them. I must be missing something. Jar of water, but that wouldn't make any sense. I don't imagine a jar of water would be too greasy, to work on the lever. I'll just give that one. I think they focus on less known. Yeah, I'm guessing since I was among the ones getting rated. Oh, that's oil. It even says oil drainage. Perfect. Okay, so we gotta do that here. Great. And we're a support network. The rest of the time helping one another with raids, follows, and whatnot. That's amazing. Usually someone drops a whisper as to how to join us. Does anyone still listening have the Discord link? Yeah, if anyone drops it, I'll be sure to drop by and check it out. It would be always, always would love to, you know, help other small people like me. You know, as a sympathizing small streamer, I absolutely love helping other small streamers as much as I can. There we go. And now I needed to break that, correct? Whoop. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, that sounds really awesome. Like, that's a really cool initiative. And it's Mr. Christmas with the follow. Thank you so much for that. Hey, thank you so much for that follow and for keeping watching the world, for all those nasty and that wanting invade and pillage our beautiful Oven City. And thank you for helping us, all the 3 follows today, for letting us achieve the today's follow goal. That's really amazing of you. There we go, nice. Why did I have my lantern out? The fuck? But yeah, that sounds really like a really cool idea. And like all of your separate streamers, I've absolutely got to lurk, but hopefully someone finds Discord link for you. Right, and I'm guessing you're a streamer, so I'll also drop your follows and check you out. So even if if no one drops it now, I'm sure I can drop by your place and maybe eventually, sooner or later, I will find that link. Yeah, only just start streaming, nice. I'm gonna shut up for a minute so we can listen to Jens Nielsen about making of commentary. Oh, that's, I guess, breaking the fourth law here, talking about the messages in a message. Let's listen to that, and then I'll keep talking.
I figured I add a little something about the commentary, why it is in the game, and how we did it. As you probably have noticed by now, the quality of the recordings are a bit different. We tried our best, but as we do not have an office, everyone had to care for their own voice recording and make do with the equipment that they have. For me as a sound artist and for Mikko and Tapio, this was not really much of a problem. We all got our sound gear to rely on. But for the rest, they really had to work to make the best out of their chat microphones. They even got a checklist of things to do, such as put a sock on the microphone and what angle towards the microphone to speak at. The reason as to why we did the commentary to begin with was that when we were working on Amnesia, we started taking pre-orders of the game, and we put up a meter on the website saying that if we got 2,000 pre-orders, we would add a commentary to the game. I suppose you know the answer to the question if we met that goal or not.
I mean, yeah, obviously we know the answer to that since we were listening to them. But yeah, I really didn't know that Frictional Studios were that big of an indie studio that it didn't have like an office even. Like, I didn't even know they were a small studio to be fair, but I guess, yeah, they're not one of the AAA game makers, so I guess I should have known that. But I didn't know they were that small that it didn't even have a fucking office to work from. I'm guessing, especially after that game, because that game was pretty big back in the day, I'm guessing that it must be at least at least a bit bigger now. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it does explain why I sent the whisper to Discord. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. I will be sure to check it out after the stream and join. I felt like I did so many weird expressions while I was saying that, just like looking at the mic and giving so very weird half smiles. That was, I don't know why I don't know why I did that. When after I did it for a second, I was like, why did I do it? Almost like sounded like I looked like some creepy dude that I don't know. Anyways, I should... Yeah, so... How am I so bad at attention keeping? I forget what I'm saying every 2 seconds. Some real life goals, good luck on the game. Thank you so much for dropping by, for the follow and all that jazz. I much appreciate it. And of course, when real life goes, one's gotta answer. That's how shitty real life is. But yeah, thank you so much for all that. And yeah, I'll make sure to catch you and stuff. But yeah, I guess I was wondering, because yeah, there were some pretty low quality recordings now, like for a game like that. And I mean, obviously the recorded voices of character, there's gotta be at least decent sound stuff. But I guess if they couldn't work together, that does make sense why some is such a low quality. The recording, which, I mean, fair enough, it's still better to have them with low quality than not have them at all, because they do drop some pretty interesting things. Later, yeah, catch up. I'm guessing these aren't working. Yeah, they still gotta bring down the... Oh, this one is working, huh. Okay, so I have 2, we don't have one of those. Let's see what I meant to say. Repair machine powered in Eastern Bridge. Eastern Bridge. How the fuck do we know that's an Eastern Bridge? We've been traveling through the underground, even... Like, sure, when you're at the castle, maybe we know which way is what we're looking, but since we went to the prison, we did, like, loops and twists and turns. How the fuck do we know where we are? Anyways, can we go in here? Control room. Yeah, we can. Okay, nice. Alexander knew there must be a way to finish the ritual before it was too late. He had to teach his friend to harvest the vitae. That much was certain. As the vitae was the life force of people that he used to kill people and shit. No. Flashback time.
How did we find this place? An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
Huh. Okay, that's... what am I doing? Right, Herbert is the guy from the expedition all the way from the start, right? Not the mementos, the journal diaries. Professor Herbert, yeah, so... Interesting. So you randomly get a flashback here about the diary, the trip back in the day. I guess actually what we are supposed to take out from this flashback is to know that someone tipped off Herbert, someone gave him the map and then he didn't come, which maybe is like a little bit suspicious, you know? Like at the time, maybe not, because he, like, stuff came in the way, life came in the way and he was busy or whatever. But since pretty much all shit turned loose there, that's not how the saying goes, but all hell broke loose, but all shit turned loose is better, I think. Since all hell broke loose there, and obviously because of that flashback, like, it doesn't make, if it wasn't the guy setting him up, what's the point of that flashback? So clearly someone tipped off Herbert, or even, didn't he say friend? So maybe someone he knew even, not some stranger, I don't know. Tipped off Herbert about the place, but then didn't come. Maybe he knew, he suspected a danger, maybe he knew everything and he intentionally sent him there for some reason. Was it even Alexander? It could have been Alexander somehow that tipped him off to that. But I don't know. And wait, was he... I think Alexander was one of his contacts. Was he? Because he did say he heard back from... where's diaries? It was Haunted 3? No, 2. I've sent letters to many Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others, from Baron Prussia. Now, obviously, he doesn't say it's a... I mean, yeah, I've received one, which is all of those are replies, right? Answers. So, clearly Alexander was also from that list, I'm guessing. So, yeah, that's, I guess, he knows Herbert. So, it could absolutely have been Alexander who tipped off Herbert about the thingy. Like the friend who gave him a map, right? And then he didn't come because he knew the dangers. But he wanted the other orb, because I think Alexander has needs for, I think he needed like 3 orbs, and he had one which was his own or some shit, and he got Agrippa's one, which Agrippa found. And then he needs our ones, which obviously he didn't know it was our. He tipped off Herbert so he could grab it without... And like if Herbert dies, for Alexander he's expendable, he can send another and another and so on. He can like manipulate enough people to send them there. But obviously if he himself dies, that's a bigger problem. So that's why he's sending someone, then he's, you know, it's definitely safer for him to grab it from some unknowing guy than it is from the actual temple where it was initially, and the whatever, I think the memory, the shadow is right there, right? Okay, let's see the sloppy testing.
This level consists of 3 parts of a puzzle. For each part you complete, you get 1 step closer to getting the machinery running. It does not matter which order you do it in, so you can complete the level as you like. When I scripted this level, I made a basic function for completing a puzzle. Then I added some specific tweaks to each puzzle to make them unique, and then finally a grand version of a complete puzzle function to make it really noticeable when you finished all 3 of them. I got surprised when several testers said that it was not clear as to when they completed the whole level. That on the first puzzle it was really nice, but that on the second and third puzzle they did not really notice that they had accomplished something successfully. As I was about to start working on this, I noticed something really strange. I had, for testing purposes, made it so that when completing the first puzzle you would get the grand puzzle completion function, which meant that the first puzzle had a big bang of events, while the other 2 would only have the minor small puzzle completion events. It had been like this since I finished the level, so no one had never experienced the actual sequence of events meant to take place. This type of bugs are pretty nice to fix, because you only fix your own stupid mistake, and then all is done.
So that was a bit of a brave part on Jen's part here. he did set it up so the whatever ding sound or the loud sound which comes out whenever you complete everything, I guess he wanted to test the sound, and in order not to have to do the entire puzzle every single time, he wants to go through the to hear the sounds and to hear if they're good. Maybe I don't know exactly what do I need to test about sounds, and maybe there's like some screen shake, the big whoosh that like cleans your sanity or whatever. But he yeah, he clearly forgot to place it back in the last one, which, I mean, he said they didn't have an order, so that's kind of weird. And that's why the testers were like, well, I mean, that's, you cannot really tell that we completed it. We knew we completed the first one because there's like a loud sound, but then nothing. He's like, wait, what? And he tested it out and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm just an idiot then. Yeah, and I guess these are the 3. I think this was like, didn't open properly, did it? Or like close itself. Yeah, I remember that. I think you needed to build boxes with it so I can go through. Oh, it's light enough here. I don't think I'll actually lose stuff. I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to go through here anyways. Unless you're supposed to get stuck inside and then figure out a way out, but I don't think that's the case. I think you're supposed... Unless, I don't know, maybe. Because if you get stuck inside, what do you do? Like, you don't definitely not reload, because that's not in the spirit of this game, to be reloading. Let's just stack some boxes. Oh. Yeah, this works. For a second, I saw them getting squished there, and I was like, wait, is that... Oh, that's how it goes, so... I think I can even crouch through, but... If I can shove that in as well... No, there's definitely no way. Can I fit? No, I cannot fit it to the side. I'm trying to see if I can shove the other one, but... I guess it doesn't matter, I can definitely crouch through right now. The way it is. Oh, there we go. You can shut up now. You stop. There we go. Let's see this one. Oh, that's also... Yeah, okay, so... You need like to pull the... Okay, there's a little piece which I think we need for... Hold back. No, don't. I held it open just for a second and then I accidentally slammed it in my face. I think I need it from the next room over there. Oh, that's just... Yeah, but I want the note. God dang it. I want more backstory. I want more notes to analyze. Yeah, I think we pull those up with that and then we need to hold them up with... Oh, it's not moving. This one is. I'm guessing it falls down, right? And you need to... Oh, does it not fall down? Okay, there was a click, so I'm guessing... Okay, that's allowing some air or some shit through some vents. I don't know what the fuck that is, but... Okay, let me actually be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, I can put on the light. I have plenty of tinder boxes. That's fine. Can I... I'm struggling with rotating this one particularly for some reason. So they're not falling down. Are you just meant to do that? I mean, I pull them all up, but nothing is happening other than... Let's go to the other room and see. Oh, that's the same... Oh, maybe we need to make them the same kind of shape, right? Okay, so that's why first puzzle is in this room, then second puzzle. And I'm guessing these are all stuck, right? Stuck. Stuck. Stuck, yeah. So that's why they're all stuck in position, because that's the correct way to have them. Then I just gotta go across. Just checking between the boxes in case there's oil, because oil is very good. Yeah. Okay, so... Okay, middle one all the way up. I think that's all the way up, I'm pretty sure. Is it? Oh no, it goes much further up. So middle one, what? Like on the level of... Kind of the level of the pipes, I guess. Oh, that's too much though. Yeah, careful now. I mean, I don't know. That's a bit too high, I think, but I think I overshot it a minute ago, so... Was there a click sound or... I don't know, and then... The one that's a little bit forward, which side is that on? Like, I don't know if it's mirrored or is it symmetrical and stuff. Okay, it's mirrored, okay. So the one to the side is like just under that pipe, okay? So like, yeah, where the bell of the thingy of the weight is the... Yeah, got it. Which way? There we go. Why are these harder to rotate than everything else in the game? I don't understand. Oh, I hear the clicking sound. There. Is that good? I don't know. Okay, and then this one is very like, okay, the top is on the point of on the level of the little holder between, I don't know what to call it, between the two things. Come on. I thought I had to lift them and then they were gonna fall down themselves, but clearly that's not the case. Come on. Should there be a click when that happens? Oh, that's way too high though. There we go. Okay, so that's good enough, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure, doesn't have to be like frame perfect or whatever, just gotta be close enough, because it's gonna be a little bit too annoying to have to position it extremely perfectly for all that. See, I don't know. Oh, that can be lifted from both sides, can't it? So you don't have to be holding it up, you can just... I don't think there are monsters here, are there? Unless they are. Okay, some levers here. Is it gonna be again? Oh, I love how there's light here now, it shows you that. I don't know, maybe the others had light as well, but I didn't notice. This particular pipe had a line. I think this way is the last thingy. Ow, fall damage, I'm an idiot. This didn't take true damage, I think, or I did, but not enough. These are all stuck, probably. So I just gotta do the other side on the same... look in the same order, you know. However, there is a note here, which hopefully has some cool backstory. No. 30th of January 1799, so that is before Daniel. But I think that might be the most recent note we have before the entire Daniel story. I think. The work I have put onto this machine is... The work I have put onto this machine... this machine is unequaled by the reasoning of any man. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. The limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It has forced me to build a thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tamed lightning crudely replaced by pressured steam pushing its way through pipes and turbines. It changed me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster. There, where he works with magnifying glass to carefully flex all the parts, I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in the hope it will have even the tiniest hint of the power found in a traveler's locket. So I think... I know he's talking about that machine that we're doing right now to pull up and down the things. Because having generations of men die, because obviously he's immortal, but having generations, I think immortal, I don't know. of men die while he's trying to just rebuild his machine. There's gotta be something important, and don't imagine he'll just be doing for the elevators up and down and to the sides. It's gotta be the machine to go back home, right? Traveler's locket? Probably? I don't know. But obviously, the most important thing here that he shows that clearly Alexander, because that's Alexander's note, like he has written it clearly. But it tells that he is clearly some guy from another world, like he says this world, and like obviously he's like from some futuristic world where stuff like that is no problem to. Like there's a tiny machine that works like that, and it works with what, the flow of tamed lightning, which I don't know what that is, but is supposed to be some but no, electricity. Was electricity a thing there? Hold on. When was electricity like invented? I don't really know the history of that. Let's have a little Google. Oh, and well, hello, Google, can I write please? Electricity invented. It was invented in 1879. Okay, so it's... I thought it was a little bit before then, honestly. Obviously not crazy lot before that, but 1879, so there was no electricity at the time of the game. Because it's 1830 something. So okay, so we don't have electricity, so possibly tamed lightning just means electricity. And since electricity isn't really a thing, the only way he can do it is from pressured steam, which pushes through pipes and turbines, which then roll, obviously the turbines rotate some stuff, and then he has to carry that rotation to somewhere, to other part of the machine, for the machine to work and to do whatever he wants. Man, if only he waited another 50 years, he would have electricity and he could probably fix his machine very easily. That's not necessarily the case, but if electricity exists, it would have surely helped him a lot to make it smaller, I'm guessing. So clearly he took a while to reconstruct that machine. And not mention flow of tamed lightning crudely replaced by pressure steam. Yeah. And push 5 men, and yeah, it's so much bigger because it doesn't have the small... Yeah, it's not as small as he can be in his world. Right, so... Down, up, kinda up, but a little bit lower, and kinda down, but a little bit higher, I think. Maybe, not sure. I don't think they can go any lower, or they could be wrong, because I don't know what's the original size of that and shape. I cannot throw it open. Interesting. Like I tried to right click it and in order to throw it open, but that just didn't work. Oh, hey, a wooden crank. Why do you need a wooden crank for? I guess maybe the door in the end is locked, so I need to crank it up open. Just looking if there's anything else in this room. Would be nice to have a note again somewhere. Was there downstairs in the other rooms in the start? I gotta check when I'm going back. In case there's some down like under the stairs, some gremlin or some shit hidden there. Okay, so it's again mirrored, right? Oh, it was on the right side there. Yeah, it's mirrored again. So down, then up. Like this time I have to go right from left, obviously. Right to left. So all the way down. All the way down. Is it all the way down? I guess. Up. I think it's just one up. It just kind of looks a little bit different because it's kind of funky. Up and down. There we go. That is also activated now. Perfect. And then I can only assume the last... Oh no, there's no...
Daniel, is that you? What are you doing?
So that is the actual Alexander, huh? Like that's the current time Alexander. It's not a flashback. I was wondering when we were hearing him through the dungeons. Oh man, I didn't even think about it like that. I was thinking... Like the way I thought about it is that he was... you know, I was getting flashbacks from someone else escaping and him being angry because someone else escaped. But no, he's talking about me escaping, right? He's found out that I have escaped as Daniel. And he's angry because I'm out. And we constantly hear different lines, which are just a singular line from him. And that's why I was so confused. Like, there weren't a flash from a flashback. There was nothing. It was just a single line from Alexander. Which, honestly, I don't think I even paid that big of an attention to, unfortunately. So maybe I can do a little bit of a Google. If there's a lines from Alexander in the prison, maybe I can find something. A prison, Alexander lines. I don't know. That's Amnesia prison. There is definitely some lines. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, but these are kind of two things, right? I just want to see memories. No, I don't want to... Yeah, there's dialogue which is out of the memories. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna show you my screen. There we go. This world, all Alexander's dialogue takes place in real time. Now I'm gonna stop reading when it's... Oh, it's in the orb chamber already. Wait, what? I'm not reading those, don't worry. I'm just seeing the place where they are. That's interesting, because it's definitely... like, these are the lines here, which are pretty good. But don't... Like, they are the same lines as here, and unfortunately it's not really showing them properly. Is he safe? So it will be ready. Like, that's in the orb chamber, so that's clear not here. Is he safe? Oh, it's for his own good. Well, Danny wanders in normal prison, not realizing that he can hear the thoughts. Oh, because right now... I guess I'm hearing Alexander's thoughts somehow. Fuck, I don't know. But he's worried if I'm safe, kinda? Or some shit? Am I safe? I guess. That's interesting. In the orb chamber, still making... No, I'm not there. And I make promise through corridors, we're waiting together. Wait, what? But I'm not there yet, right? Let there be enough... I don't think I've been there yet. He escaped. Where is he now? That when he finds out... But no, that's gotta be in order, right? Morgue. Yeah, I guess in order. So which one is the orb chamber then? Orb chamber is gotta be somewhere I've been there. Sorry, no, not copy. Can I not search? Oh, search, yeah. I'm not used. I literally started using this browser today, so unfortunately, no, that's a different place. I don't understand that. Maybe it's just this one is kind of the wrong spot. I don't know. Yeah, so when he finds out he has to escape, where is he now? He shouts when I'm making progress through the corridors. And then the one we just heard now, Daniel, is it you? What are you doing? Or them, when did the morgue? I'm not gonna read that. That's when we're somewhere else. Daniel explores the chancel. Yeah, I'm not any of those. Knave. Yeah, so that's later on, I think. And these are longer lines. We just heard singular lines. Again, I'm not reading the line itself, just reading the area it comes in. But I think, okay, that's clearly. I guess I'm pretty sure that's all I've heard. I guess, although they were more separate lines. I don't know. Anyways, he's angry at us because we are doing stuff that he doesn't like. Are there 3 things we need, or were there not? Oops, wasn't there nothing in under the stairs in the side chambers there? Even one of the side chambers, because obviously I brought 2 from the other rooms before. I guess there's nothing in these rooms then. Oops, bumped my face into a door, an open door. Yeah, I don't see anything here, so I guess 3 is what we need. Maybe we'll see. I guess if we need more, I'll look around more. It's fine. Yeah, there we go. Now, oh, I can also break some from here. I think that are on the wrong spot or something. Oh no, I need to rebuild that. Except obviously, yeah, that's good. I need one to connect those 2, then those 2 and those 2, right? Those 2, those 2, and those 2. Yeah, and the rightmost ones are to be ignored. And obviously we need a tall one for the middle, and then the length is what matters for the others. I think that's good here. Yeah. Then we need the one that's as close to the wall as possible for here. Oh. And then we need the tall one so it can fit on top. Perfect. I don't imagine there'll be any monsters in here. We just got the thingy working. Oh, there are no stairs here, so there obviously there's nothing under stairs. Genius me. Okay, so I guess we can leave to entrance of the cistern. Now, the red paint burst from the walls as if they had begun to bleed. He cried out in fear as the spectacle began to consume the blue shimmer. Boop, whoops, boop. There we go. So now both of the things are down. I'm guessing I can go whichever way I want first. Let's see. One is gotta be for the anti-poison thingy. Morgue's gotta cistern. Well, did I not pull it down all the way? Or is there more to this? Oh, we need to push to this lodge. I think now I need a rock. Because I do remember of needing a rock for something in this place. And I guess that's it. Whoop. Jump off. Well, good enough, yeah. I was worried I was going to take damage. It was going to be a bit of a boomer. Can I throw from here? Nope, I think I need to be... I need to throw it first on this ledge and then... It's gotta be good. I mean, I threw it in a straight line, so I don't imagine it is gonna fall to the side. Yep. Hopefully that's good enough, of course, because... There we go. And that's the morgue, right? Now the morgue... I don't remember the... What is that again? The morgue is our first introduction to a brute. That might be safe. The cistern, but I'm not sure. And I obviously want to go... Wait. Cistern entrance? What is down there then? Sewer. Alright, we want to go through the sewer, but this can go through the cistern. So yeah, the cistern is where we want to do to unload the place. The morgue is where we want to get the... stuff from. The beautiful wild orchid seems a testament to nature's strength, being able to grow inside of Brandenburg, allies to Alexander's studies and care, which enable the flower to blossom. What? Why can I? Oh, it's gonna crush again, I think. Oh, he didn't crush. Nice. Maybe I just cannot mute myself. Loading screen for some reason. I was trying to mute myself when I was, you know, clearing my throat and shit.
Do you see, Daniel?
Need some light.
It has yielded.
1 second.
What? The shadow. It has? For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
Okay, cool. So can't even tell the details here, but somehow they managed to temporarily repel the shadow, and obviously, like, they gave enough time for, I guess that might, no, I don't know. Again, I still don't remember, or I don't know if Alexander is actively trying to betray Daniel, or is he just like doing his own thing, and like he doesn't care about Daniel, but he doesn't actually wish him harm, you know, because he was surprised when he found, like, is it you, Daniel? Like, you know, it's, I don't know. He's not like, I don't know how to put this. He just talks to us as if he, like, you know, we're still friends. So, so I guess he never even assumed that was a thing, like, we're betraying him. And then they somehow repel the shadow, and then he's telling Daniel to go to the morgue, which I don't know for what. Let's listen to Michael writing Alexander. That's gonna be interesting.
Along with Daniel makes up the foundation for the entire story. Together
Obviously.
they make the core conflict. There was a lot of background for this character, as he is in a sense the villain, so I wanted to do everything that I could to make him likable and have people sympathize with him. It's just the best way to make a bad guy. If we can have the player feel for their opponent, they might start questioning their own actions. Alexander's story is quite interesting in its own right, but in the end it was important to have the story deal with the relationship between Daniel and Alexander. That's why there is so much about the last few weeks and so little about the history of Alexander. Because after all, since we're playing Daniel and he seemed to want to get back at Alexander, we the player want to know how bad he really was and decide for ourselves if we think he should be punished.
So that's kind of the thing, right? We want to like, that's definitely a good way that they wrote Alexander, because yeah, I absolutely get the bit where what he was saying about how what's his face? Absolutely get the bit where I was saying about how I keep forgetting what I'm saying. Jesus Christ, why is my attention span so shit? About how you can kind of get him to be likable, you know, like you seem not really sympathize with him. I wouldn't say myself, but you understand his motives. Like he wants to go home. Now the fact that he's willing to do anything it takes, so murder people, torture, kill, abduct, I don't know how many, but tens, maybe hundreds of people. I don't imagine it goes into the thousands, but maybe it goes into the hundreds. I'm not sure. But he's willing to torture people, and, you know, before that. And again, like, we can see him kind of grow into it. He's not immediately like evil. I'm gonna do any, I guess, I don't know. But he does try some peaceful methods, and he starts torturing animals before trying with humans then to be like, you know, actually turn evil. And we also get a lot of introduction to him and Daniel's interactions. Because, yeah, again, they're kind of not really... They're, like, friendly in a way, you know? And I don't know if Alexander doesn't like if really Alexander doesn't actually feel anything for like friendly things to to Daniel. Maybe not a lot, by any means, nothing crazy, but like someone he would actually enjoy, you know, having a drink with, someone he would enjoy sitting down and talking to. Like honestly, even if he's not like, obviously not like good friends that I can that he's gonna give his life for him or anything of the sort, not even remotely close to that. But still, I feel like maybe Daniel is to Alexander someone he would actually enjoy the company of, and like he, to an extent, likes. He has definitely a very good introduction to him. Oh boy. Oh boy. So many rooms in here, holy shit. Oh, that's a dick. Respect for the dead.
As with the system, the player closer to Daniel's dark past.
Hold on, accent.
Hear me. Have you changed your mind?
Do you hear me? Have you changed? Did he say anything else? Hold on. I still have the dialogues. I feel like he said something else which I didn't quite hear. So let's see again what he says in the morgue. Did you... I hear you breathing, Daniel. I hear you breathing. Did you hear me? Have you changed your mind? Changed your mind. So I guess, yeah, we did have a plan and I kinda backed up away from it. I stopped that because... Well, accidentally didn't listen to the start, and then the other guy started talking over me on top of that, and it was just a mess. So, back to the message.
As with the cistern, this takes the player closer to Daniel's dark past. It was important here that the corpses did not have the normal gory shock value, but was more true to reality and disturbing. We really wanted to approach this stuff with respect and not just show it in an exploitative fashion. I hope that shows when you play the game.
I'm afraid I didn't fully follow. I shouldn't be looking at the dick too much, because Facebook what? Because YouTube might have an issue with that, and I do intend on editing the video. I will definitely blur out whenever I'm looking at the dick, but still. I want to listen to that again, however, because I didn't fully follow it, unfortunately.
As with the cistern, this takes the player closer to Daniel's dark past. It was important here that the corpses did not have the normal gory shock value, but was more true to reality and disturbing. We really wanted to approach this stuff with respect and not just show it in an exploitative fashion. I hope that shows when you play the game.
Okay, so they kind of wanted to get Daniel to... Oh, I don't know, 1 second. They wanted to have it like, not just be some gore blood of a mess, but actually kind of wanted to show Daniel's kind of going to the dark side. 2 notes here and another flashback for Alexander. Okay, so many things here. Okay, so let's start with note number 1. Plague outbreak. The strange deaths among the servants and the prisoners have finally been resolved. It seems that a drain sewer, which was recently been opened up for use as means of transport, is plagued by peculiar poisonous fungi. That is when he found out, because obviously in the flashback he already knew, and it's probably a very old letter. Yeah, the victims seem to have suffered an extreme quick outbreak of sickness affecting the entire body. Some of my men, including myself, are blissfully spared by this calamity, but it's clear that this cripples my progress. The prisoners die quickly and their contaminated vitae lacks the energy I seek. I should immediately start working on a vaccine. So, yeah, the servants and the prisoners are dying. He himself isn't, because he, I guess, doesn't care about humanly diseases. Some of my men, including myself, are blissfully spared. I'm not sure how are some of his men spared. Maybe there are some other people who came with him from the place, but I'm not sure. And obviously, not that he cared about his prisoners' well-being, he wanted to torture them. And if they die, he cannot torture them, not to mention the vitae he takes from them clearly isn't strong enough. So, yes, no, it's not good enough. Note number 2. The vaccine enabling a man to work. Okay, so now he started working on the vaccine and actually maybe made it. Yeah, the vaccine enabling a man to work in the fungi-ridden sewer is a definitive success. Unfortunately, only a few of the servants have been remedied, as the procedure proved difficult. The others will perish once the servants have been remedied, and eventually I'll have to create more of them to keep my experiments running. Only a few of the servants have been remedied, as the procedure provided difficult. Wait, so eventually I have to keep my experiments running. Know that an injection of vaccinated blood will work as a shield long enough to pass the sewers without any risk of infection if you do fine for prisoner transport. Right, so that way he doesn't have to vaccinate the prisoners for good, Like, his servants are vaccinated, and then if he takes some blood from his servants and puts it into the prisoners, he can take them, because I guess they get temporary immunity, maybe a day, maybe something along those lines, so they're not permanently vaccinated, but they can go through. I'm not sure if that's realistically how vaccines work. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure that's not realistically how vaccines work. But, whatever. And if I'm remedy it... Yeah, I'm guessing so. In that case, that is a servant then here? Because we need his blood. So stop looking at his dick. I'm guessing that's a servant then, huh? Body still stiff from rigor mortis. And can't be older than a day? Okay, according to only a day old. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that was a thing. Let's check the flashback then, or the Alexander's note thingy. Oh, now he's talking about me, so that's a pretty recent one. I fear for Daniel, for he is reckless. He is tainted by the approaching shadow and will not be able to pass the gate. Will he be able to accept this in the end? My love, I've seen evil in him. How am I to trust him with the truth? What cruel irony that I have to do unto him what Agrippa did unto me. What? He fears for Daniel because I'm reckless. I'm tainted by the approaching shadow and not be able to pass the gate. So I'm guessing there's a gate which I cannot pass. Is it the gateway to like the escape gateway to the portal to his home planet? Like, did he honestly did he sincerely mean for him to take me? I'm still reading that. Did he sincerely mean to take me into the portal to his world so I'm safe from the shadow? Like, maybe he sincerely meant that, but then he realized I will not be able to go through because I'm tainted by the shadow, whatever that means, so I will be able to accept this. And then he talks about to his love again from the other plane. I've seen evil in him. I don't know what. Oh, because when I'm torturing people and kind of justify means, so I guess I'm similar to him because I'm again doing whatever it takes to save myself. He's always trying to go back home. I'm trying to save myself, doing whatever it takes. But in the end, I guess I turned back. Like I realized it's not. I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be evil. So yeah, becoming kind of evil to do that. I'm trusting with the truth. What cruel irony that I have to do unto him what Agrippa did unto me. That I have to do. Oh, so whatever it was, Agrippa kind of betrayed him in a similar way, which we don't know what that is. Like, what did Agrippa do? But somehow he betrayed Alexander, and Alexander in a similar way will have to betray me, I think. And we even heard that somewhere about Agrippa. I don't know if it's in a note. It's not in a memory, that's for sure. So I want to see if there's anything about Agrippa. Discovering herb, experiment. It wasn't in here. Explosive mixture, I don't think it was in here. Because there was something about him betraying... No, it's not all the way down here, that's for sure. It's somewhere earlier. I don't know, maybe it's just not a thing, but I don't know. I remember this room with a lot of the bodies, which I think we ended up... I think I had to hide in here after I drew blood because of the brute coming in. Okay, I'm freaking out here, so hopefully there's nothing too important. And let's real quickly run through that room as well. Look for any items, anything. Looks empty, looks empty. Items, items. Stop freaking out, stop freaking out, stop freaking out. Just look for any items. Oh, I don't see any items, so I think we're fine. I'm gonna close it for now, although I should have it open for when I... You know what, let's open it now actually. Let's have it open just to be ready when the brute comes in. Unfortunately, there will have to be a little bit of editing to remove all that. What can you do? No, I'm pretty sure I'm fine for now until I draw blood. Maybe with that, or maybe I needed something else. I don't remember. Pretty sure there was something down over here. No memory what though. Based on true events. Let's see those true events.
The flashback of the guy trapped is actually inspired by true events. During the bubonic plague outbreaks, people were buried so quickly that it was not always checked that they were probably dead. This meant that people sometimes woke up, finding themselves locked up, entombed, surrounded by corpses. Scratches on doors and walls of such rooms have been found, confirming that it did happen.
Yeah, it was rough. I know there also have been people buried alive, unintentionally, I mean. I'm sure there were some kills, like mobsters killing people, burying them alive or some shit. But I mean, there were cases of people being thought dead and then buried in a normal grave. And then there were some, I guess because the medicine wasn't good enough back in the day, and I don't know, somehow they missed that a person was dead. And there were like scratches or some shit on the inside of the on some coffins. And I think even one time there was a story of someone who was walking through a graveyard and he heard like noises or some shit, and he called people somehow, and they buried up the they dug up the body. But then the person, by the time they dug it up, he was dead, which was, I guess, suffocation. It would be a thing. So yeah, I guess he will die quickly. But yeah, it was a very freaky story, which is quite disturbing. And that's why there was a time where people were like buried with bells. So like they'll have a string which pulls a bell which is above the ground in case they actually woke up. So they would have a way to contact the... yeah. So yeah, that's fucking freaky, but... anyways. Yeah, that's, I guess, also had been a thing, because back then, it's, I guess, not as much because the medicine wasn't that far, but also that was also a thing, but they were worried about them spreading the plague to other people, so they would just quickly throw them into rooms like that, and flashback time, I guess.
What happened? Why are all these dead? Where am I? What's happening? Help! Anybody! Help!
Yeah. And I guess sometimes you're just locked in a room with dead people. I wonder why is everyone here fully dead? Well, I think I'm safe for now. Copper tube and monk. Oh, I mean, to enter. What? Find copper tube. Looks like a part of surgical tool. Oh, flashback number 2.
This is ridiculous. Why doesn't someone into this room? Hey! Anybody? Am I all alone here? Help! Help! I'm so tired. If I sleep, will I wake from this nightmare? If not, I pray my heavenly Father will take me in my sleep.
I mean, I wonder how. I guess decaying corpses would have a negative effect. I don't know if they don't necessarily kill you though. So I'm wondering, wouldn't he survive until he starves or some shit? Or maybe, I mean, he was also, I guess they were sick and he was also sick, so he was gonna die anyways, I guess. At the end of the day. Why are you freaking out so much? The hell? Hello? Calm down for a sec, like, holy shit, what's going on? He was freaking out so much, I guess because I was running in the dark or some shit, but still. Now, I know a brute is about to come in, so I guess take the blood and run and hide in here or some shit. So I'm gonna be freaking out a lot, but there's no way to avoid him, I don't think, other than that. So, I know the order. Do I need to combine them? Uh-huh. Okay, I need to dig into the skull. Yeah, cool. That's totally not disturbing. And then I need to poke myself. The hammer dude broke. I guess digging into a skill will do that. And then I'm pretty sure it's gonna come in here now. I need to inject the blood again. Yeah, I cannot take back my stuff. Yeah, I see it. Don't force my camera to the fucking door. I see it there. Breaking it. Okay, now hide and don't move. And hopefully I don't freak out too much being in a room with corpses. I guess I should turn on the light at least until it breaks my room. If I hear it breaking the door next to me, well... There's the first brute. We won't really see him as much, but still. Fuck. Is he like, think he has like, cause he has metal limbs and shit? There's the squeaking, like he's literally squeaking when he's moving. Maybe his legs or whatever. Think he's leaving, maybe? I'm gonna fucking collapse in a second. Okay, I'm freaking out like crazy. Still hear movement, but I don't know if I should. Maybe I should just bolt it and hope. Just gonna bolt it and hope. As long as I can click the door, I'm fine. Okay. Because I think the hub area has gotta be safe. You waited for his eyes to adjust to the darkness, but no shape or contour appeared. Pretty sure the hub should be safe. Hopefully no shadow catches up to me or some shit. I don't know if I can run and jump because I'm freaking out. Okay. Now here I definitely can stay and calm down for a bit. Because, oh boy, I don't want to go into the sewer. What's the time? Maybe I should be ending it now either ways. And yeah, I think it would be a good time to end because I was thinking of going through the cistern, but I feel like I have to wait a minute anyways in order to have my thingy come back. And also the time is kind of, yeah, I mean, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I think it's a good enough time to end. So, do your outros. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And check me out here on Twitch, where I stream pretty regularly. All the links in the description. If you're watching me live right now, make sure to follow me if you're not doing that already. That way you can catch me live whenever I stream. Which is like 5 to 6 times per week, depending on some stuff, but usually Sundays are a day off. Most of the other days, I'm usually streaming all the other days, or sometimes one day off. Also, make sure to check out my Discord, that I post schedules. I'm trying to be more active as well, so I post some memes and some stuff like that. You can also hang out and, you know, chill with other people in there. Also, check out my YouTube, where I post some edited stuff. This entire Amnesia playthrough is gonna be there separated into edited videos, so you don't hear all the silent bits or the parts when I'm running and hiding from nothing. But you will still see the more interesting moments, the more interesting chases, all the puzzles, and most importantly, all the I mistyped YouTube, and most importantly, all the lore speculations and all of that stuff. And yeah, that's that. And also, you can check me out on Twitter, where I am trying to be more active as well and posting stuff more or less daily. And also I post all my going live and stuff like that, so you can check me whenever I go live. Other than that, we are of course hanging around for a raid as always. We're gonna be raiding someone. Let me just find out who that someone is. You know, move the desktop and switch to that screen. There we go. Let's find out who we're raiding. But other than that, we'll be live tomorrow on Friday with some continuing with our Elden Ring playthrough, of course, and more of this on the next Thursday, where we're gonna most likely complete this game. So it's gonna be exciting as fuck. Let's see. I'm guessing still doing someone who's Elden Ring, right? Even if I think I want to do the Lady Kyo because I have got a gifted sub to her channel. Okay, it's not for mature audiences, so if there's any immature people here, you know, don't go there or lie about your age. I did not say that. I did not say that. Wink, wink. But yeah, I do have like a couple of. I did have a gifted sub to her from someone. Well, I don't know, when I wasn't watching her, so I feel like I gotta go and check her out. Well, not check her out, you know, gotta go and show her some love. So make sure to check her out. She is a cool streamer, does cool stuff. She's playing through Elden Ring right now, of course. And yeah, that's all. So, as usual, thank you for hanging out, thank you for dropping by. Thank you everyone who dropped by in chat. Thank you Jumpmaster for the Shadow Main and Mr. Christmas for the follows. And thank you Shadow Stream supporters and Farlum for those raids. All of that is very, very much appreciated. And I would make sure, anyone who I don't know, I'll make sure to check you out. And the people I know, I'll still check out and drop by. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. And other than that, as always, I'll see you next time.